What is up, bitches? Welcome to Lefty Live. Tonight is Thursday, July 15th, and I am rocking it. I got my Jack Wolf Knives hat. Check this bitch out right here. Compliments of Benny from Jack Wolf Knives. Basically, just because I'm sweating my goddamn face off. And I don't know why I got this air conditioner on full blast. It's not doing dick. I think it's just me being fucking hot. But yeah, so tonight I have Justin from OCD for EDC on. I've never actually talked with him until 2 seconds ago for a few seconds. So I'm going to bring him on here now. What's up, brother?
What up? What's going on?
Just chilling. Thursday night,
Just
which
chilling.
is Friday Eve.
Yep.
So I'm feeling good about that. Monday sucks. Thursday's okay. You know how it is.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I'm definitely ready for Friday or for the weekend, I should say. I'm ready to be done with work for the week, and yeah, it's just been chaos, man.
Yeah, for real.
So
It's yeah, it's brutal. I feel like every Monday at the end of the day, I'm like, God, I wish it was Friday. It's like,
right?
It's Monday, but Mondays always suck, you know? They're the worst.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, you guys do lives on Sunday, right? Or you do twice a week now?
Yeah, on Sunday nights, we do lives at 8 p.m. Central, and it's generally my wife and I together. And it's really just a shit show. I mean, we just
right. Well, I know how that
talk,
is, man. I know how that is.
Yeah, just talk all kinds of shit and you know, nothing. Yeah, I mean, it starts out, I guess, a little bit about knives and EDC stuff, and then just it goes wildly off the rails from there.
That's what we do, but usually alcohol is involved. Actually, I got Kyle here. He is coming on. Let me pop his ass on. What's up, Kyle?
What's up?
What up, Kyle?
What's going on, man? You talking about your show being a shit show? Just, come on. The ultimate shit show is Lefty Live and On the Edge. That's the ultimate shit show.
That's the ultimate shit show? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin's laying claim to it.
Yeah, well, we definitely and then honestly, it doesn't even take any alcohol or anything. It just goes, like I said, just off the fucking rails.
Yeah,
pretty much every single week, and
that's good. It's Sunday's rough, man. Sunday's hard for people. You know, that is a weird day, so I could definitely see that happening.
Right.
Plus, you and Molly are, together. You guys are a really good pair, bouncing off of each other, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good times. We just. Yeah, we just, it's just all about laughing and having a good time and whatnot. And, Sunday nights, honestly, the reason we decided on Sunday night literally was just because of Molly's schedule and whatnot. She likes to go to bed early, I kind of joke about it that she goes to bed early and whatnot, but she didn't necessarily go to bed all that early. But throughout the week, I mean, we just, we have a lot going on. We've got kids and we got the little kind of mini farm and animals. And so to do it on weeknights when, it would just be extra chaos, I guess, to do that when you got to get up for work and you've only had a few hours being home from work during the week. So, Sunday nights works out well just because we have all the chores done and everything and have a few hours to kill, but it's a good time for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I feel you on that, man. It's just rough. I was telling Justin, it's always a scramble to start at 8:15. I do it at 8:15 because I couldn't pull off 8 anymore. Just wasn't happening.
You were late too many times for 8
o'clock. Yeah, because I feed my daughter at like I was telling you, she's 1. I feed her at 6:15, and then we hang out till 7, and that's at my parents' down the street. Then I get home, and I gotta do the bath, change all the, bottle, and then by the time she's down, it's almost 8, and I'm like running to try to scramble to get everything together for the live.
Right.
So I mean, even 8:15 is rough, but it's not bad. I do want to say what up to the peoples real quick because we got a few of them here. Casper, WS, Paul Windmiller. What's up, Paul? Jeremy Russell says Medford knives suck. I'll get back to that question in a second. Monster Racing's in the house. What's up, brother? He did want me to. Monster? Yep, he wanted me to go ahead and mention he has a GoFundMe going right now. So if you could support the brother, please do. If there's any moderators in the house, please put a link to that in the comments there. See if we can help him out. We got Jeremy Spalding. What's up, homie?
What's up, Jeremy?
Jared Neves Knives. What's up, brother?
Jared.
What up?
I don't know if that would be too many people, but maybe I'll shoot him an invite too and see if he can pop on. I always like hanging out with Jared. Dill Weasel. What's up? Nice people.
What's up, buddy?
Chad. Hello, party people. What's up, Chad? Marcos, my boy. What's up, Senor Lefty? Yeah. Senor, that has a good ring to it. Connor had a question. He said, Lefty, I need some advice. Do I pull the trigger? Yes. All I saw was F5.5. Yes. Pull the trigger.
It's a good one. I carried it today.
Oh, wait. Okay. So it's a, here, hang on. It's a titanium F5 or a nimble. Which, damn, dude, you picked some very similar fucking knives. I guess that's the point here. Hang on, let me flick this, and we can show these bitches. I suck at this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They both have choils. They're both small. I would say for me, ergonomically, the F5 is a fucking dream. The nimble is good, but it does have one issue that I like to point out on some knives, like the October I had. This fucking space here is too big. So, like, I get this finger here, and then I got to stretch this one back here, and I got that hump, like, in the middle. And for me, personally, it just feels weird. I like to have them together. And on, say, the F5, it's a lot smaller, and I feel like I'm all together, and I have a lot more control. They're both fantastic knives. I don't know. I mean, the F5's actually a little more in this case because you're talking about the Sega High, I don't know how to say it, pattern that they just did the pre-order for. I don't know, man. I would say instant gratification. The nimble is going to be in stock, and you'll get it right away. The F5 is going to take 5 fucking months to get to you. So if it was me, I'd go nimble just because of that. That's the best.
You can probably find one on the secondary. I see them pop up every now and again, but I absolutely, of course, the F5.5 is one of my favorite smaller knives. But the reason it's one of my favorite smaller knives is because Kevin, my brother here, actually had it modified for me where that finger choil was just a little small. So all these big sausagey fingers.
The choil.
My choil. But the nimble choil looks like it's big enough where I'm really excited. I'm supposed to have mine in tomorrow. And if USPS lets me down, I will lose my shit because I want it.
Well, I've had one sitting in Chicago right now for over a month. So USPS is on my fucking shit list.
Dude,
not the nimble, but just a
no,
package.
I know what you're saying.
And
it's a lot
but
bigger.
the nimble, yeah. To me, I don't have either one of those two knives. Just aesthetically looking at them, the nimble looks. I like the aesthetics of it better.
Okay,
but they're both small for what I like.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's my thing. Is those is too. I like the bigger knives. I like the big knives. But
me too.
The reason I'm really excited about the nimble is because I do still like to carry a secondary knife. That's going to be a secondary knife size for me because I carry multiple knives.
Yeah.
But the fidget factor, if the detent, which everybody says it's good, but The fact that they've nailed the detent with every deployment method and it being fidgety, I'm very, very excited. I think it's something I'm going to enjoy. Even though it's small, as long as it has that finger control, I can choke up and get a good 4-finger grip, I'm going to be good.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the size of it for you, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying. I'm being optimistic.
What's the blade length on it?
3.1.
Oh, yeah.
If I choke up, I have that sticking out. That's in the choil. And if I'm in the back grip, they base like if I kind of lay them like I want to, they don't fit. But if I cramp them, they fit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean the detent isn't the strong. Like it's made so you can front flip it. Luckily, it has that Vero kind of flipper, so you get more leverage. So the detent doesn't need to be as strong, and then you can reverse flick it. But it is kind of like, you can pop it out kind of easy, like compared to an F5 where,
yeah,
like if I try to do that, I'm basically just going to flick it. But this is a stronger detent.
I believe that they probably had to make it a little bit lighter with all the deployment methods to make it work.
It's just not one of those where, like, I have this thing where I do this pressure test where, like, I will just apply pressure with my middle finger, and when it pops, it should shoot out and lock up. That's, like, my theory, right? If it just kind of flops out, then I know the detent's too late. I can't really do that on this because as a lefty, I'm putting pressure on the lock bar, so I'm actually, like, stiffening the detent as I flick it, which actually is kind of, like, really good in this case. But I can lock it up sometimes, and I can't even get it out. So, I don't know. I think it'll be worth a try. In worst case, people are going to want it. So, whatever.
Yeah. On either one of those two knives, you're not going to get hurt at all. If you don't like it or whatever, you go with one. You'll always be able to sell it.
Right. Exactly.
Not a big deal.
I just got back my Evo 2.0 from Kyle Lamphere, and it had like all this shit on it. It kind of looked like sand or something. And Justin, you might know better than me. Is it possible for loctite to melt and like seep out and then reharden? I was thinking maybe that's what happened.
Yeah. So Loctite has a melting point, and depending on definitely depending on the style of Loctite and the brand and what
it's just blue, just blue stick Loctite.
Okay, yeah. So if you left that in a car or something on a hot day, definitely could get warm enough to turn that to liquid, and then. If you put a bunch in there, I mean, that shit will run out and get into scales and
So like the back of a USPS truck at 120 degree California, could possibly do that.
You need to invest in some of these, and then you don't have to use Loctite.
Man. I didn't even know they existed till about a week ago. So can you send me a link to whatever I didn't know you could put them in there.
They're just rubber O-rings, but yeah, personally, I'm just not a big fan of Loctite. Now the O-rings don't work on everything across the board. So if you've got taper-headed screws, they're it's going to be a little iffy on that. But let me find. I gotta have something. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was going to say I got to have something laying around here that will be good for an O-ring. But the O-rings, I'll show you what I do with them. But like on a pivot screw, if you just put them here. So I think these right here are 0.5 mil, 5.5. So the O-ring itself there might be 1 millimeter, but they're 5.5 millimeter diameter because it says it on the bag. See if I can show this off here.
So you just put it.
See the O-ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it over the threads, and then
Richie was telling us that.
Oh, Richie B.
Yeah, well, he's in the comments. So I was just saying, he said something when I was talking about Loctite last time.
I'm just not you're like, there's a time and a place for Loctite. And I just, if you have, like, I don't even do the O-ring unless I need it. Like on, certain knives you have,
I feel like I need it on most knives, to be honest. It might be the amount I fidget with a knife or something, but almost any knife that I have, if I check it'll start loosening. I'll start getting blade play. Now I'm like anal about it. So as soon as I feel play, I'm like, fuck this. I gotta tighten it and then Loctite it,
Well, so the biggest thing is if you're doing Loctite, you should you literally should just do a tiny, I'm talking like cunt hair amount of Loctite. And then what people don't do generally is after you Loctite it, set it and leave it for like 24 hours. Don't touch it.
I do that. That works.
Oh, you
I
do
leave
that?
it for like 24, 36 hours. And I'll never have, like, this was Loctited since I got the knife for months. And a million people have checked this out. And it was still Loctited. So that was the thing. Like, I don't know if some of it melted because I put a lot in there, or it was just some shit that somehow got in there.
Well, you said Kyle had it?
Kyle Landfear, not this Kyle.
Okay. Well, I figured maybe he was like rubbing his dirt star with it or something. Got some shit in there.
It's possible. But yeah, so I took it apart, cleaned it and everything, and I actually put Gillian salt and pepper bearings in. So I don't have the fuck are they called? The multi-row bearings they come with, because they're like shitty plastic ones. I don't know if you've ever seen the CKF bearings, but I wanted to try it because somebody said these work. They're a lot smaller than the actual bearings, but it seems to work. And I have it to where, like, it's almost about to drop shut, and I'm hoping it just breaks in. I don't want to loosen it too much, and it's rock solid. So my hope is it'll just ultimately be perfect.
That's what I love really about those designs. What I love about those designs is even if, because of the blade stops, the blade stops will prevent that side to side where you can tune it just a little bit better because it prevents it from actually having that. That's why I love knives with blade stops.
You can still get it, but you're right. It's a lot.
Correct.
You can loosen it a lot more than you normally would.
But you shouldn't have to. That's for sure. I mean, but.
Right. Casey's in the house. What's up, Casey?
What's up, buddy?
And Richie was saying, what up? Hey, Richie, how's it going? So, yeah, try the O-ring thing. I think you'll like it. It's a lot cleaner, and I like it a lot better. I mean, I have Loctite, and I use Loctite for certain situations, but it's just messy, and I just rather not deal with it on the disassembly and whatnot.
I didn't even know you had that option. I'd literally never heard of it. So
me neither. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah. All you're doing is here. Let me
dropping it over the pivot, right? I mean,
just put it over the pivot screw, and then generally speaking, you have your pivot barrel that comes through the the whole assembly, and there's a little bit of gap in there between the head of the screw on the other side and the actual end of the pivot barrel.
Right.
And that O-ring sits down in that hole, and it's all it's doing is just providing friction between the pivot screw and the pivot barrel, and that's it. And
they're pretty foolproof. It works like Loctite, where it won't.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you have the right O-ring for the knife, and I mean, you can get O-rings in a bunch of different variations and sizes and whatnot, but maybe I'll just put some O-rings together in a little kit on our website or something if a lot of people are.
That's a cool idea.
To find the right stuff.
I would buy that.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward, really, but I have been hit up about it a bunch of times, I suppose.
Yes, some of us are we're just lazy about shit like that. Like some things I'm gung ho about or whatever. But if you're just gonna sell me a pack of O-rings and I'll pay $5 and you paid 30 cents to put it together, whatever. I'd rather pay the $5. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, for a lot of that stuff, people won't, if they don't know what size to get and all that sort of thing. I mean, they'll end up having either more than $5 because they had to reorder, or just the time and dicking around with it.
Right.
But here I'm disassembling one right now, and actually this thing's filthy, so that works out. But anyway, so you've got the pivot barrel here, which this one's D-shaped, and then the pivot screw.
Here, I'll make you big.
If you can see that or not, but
yeah, we can see it.
But anyway, so that O-ring on there, and then as I tighten it up, the O-ring just gets squished between.
Right.
This all ass backwards.
It's just doing what an O-ring does, basically.
Yeah, right. It just provides friction in there, and like I said, it works beautifully. And
does it mess up action in any way?
No,
see how that would happen.
It's actually a lot easier to tune the action that you want, because it provides a little bit of
more friction. You got a little more room in there.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of cushion in there that it keeps tension. So it's a little bit easier to get the action dialed in the way you want it.
Gotcha. Andrew Kelly got a Vero Axon frame light. I forgot those were even coming out or shipped. I've been so off the Vero stuff lately. I'm waiting for the Lefty Axon. They're coming out with a Lefty one. Apparently,
nice.
Yeah, and he's not even doing a pre-order. I think he's just gonna drop them. He's gonna get them in August and just drop them somewhere around that time. So I'm definitely gonna be trying to get one of those.
Yeah,
you're a lefty, right?
Fuck yeah, dude. God created a few perfect people in this world, and the rest are right-handed.
Yeah. See?
Whoa.
All the good YouTubers are left-handed, actually. Just saying.
I'm telling you, all the smartest people are left-handed. We're on the 46th president, which he's not left-handed, but
for damn sure he ain't left-handed.
Yeah,
you can have his ass. You can have his ass, Kyle.
Right. But the point is that left-handed people only make up 10% of the population, but yet it's 50% of presidents have been left-handed.
Ooh, see that?
And
we're the best. We're the best manipulators.
It's just, we're plain and simple. We're the best bullshitters.
You're the most crooked sons of bitches ever.
Right?
Hey, you fucking get it how you can.
Right?
Yes,
my
sir.
brother's left-handed.
Yeah, he's a smart motherfucker, isn't he?
Yeah. Hell no. Actually, he might be, because he's still single, living in Wyoming, living the bachelor life. When I am here,
there
with
you
a
go.
wife and 5 kids.
That sounds pretty smart. Yeah, Wyoming. Yeah,
right.
I could deal with that.
Yeah, he loves it there.
You're right about one thing, Mike. Nobody listens to you. He has been talking about Vibratite since I first started the channel, because one of my first videos, maybe not one of my first, but early on, I did a disassembly of the Evo. It was the full tie one I had, and I scratched the shit out of the pivot because I had loctited the balls out of that thing, and I couldn't get it open because it has a spinning pivot with tooling on one side, which is beyond me.
Do you know the trick to get that done?
Heat?
No. Well, always heat. But if you have Loctite, a soldering iron is the best thing, by the way, for adding heat. But if you can't get a pivot loose that's free spinning and it's only tooled on one side,
Zippo.
Squeeze the knife, push the blade into the handle, even if you have to chuck it up in a vise, because it pinches the pivot barrel between the blade and the two scales. So you're kind of using the blade stop as a fulcrum, if you will.
Squeeze it closed, you mean?
Correct.
This?
Yeah, okay. Hard, really hard, and it will pinch the pivot barrel in between the three pieces, the blade and the two scales, and hold it there so you can get the screw on loosened up.
Interesting. What I ended up doing in that video was at a certain angle, it would tighten a little. It would be like a little bit tighter, and then I could finally get a little pressure on it. I tried so much shit in that video. Don't watch it. Trust me, don't watch it. It was like 48 minutes. And even the designer,
of you trying to fumble fuck around getting a pivot bolt out?
Yeah. The freaking designer posted in his Facebook group, like, don't do what this guy did. I posted my video, which started the whole thing, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. Chris said he's busy right now, but listening. Hey, what's up, Chris? The other third of On the Edge, which I should say we're not going to have On the Edge this week. So no show Saturday. It's my wife's birthday, and I told her I'm taking her to dinner. And Kyle and Chris are too much of pussies to do the show on their own. So
he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
So we're not doing
the same without Kevin. It's just not the
Molly
same.
and I were going to be on Saturday night, and then we got told that there's a bunch of vaginas that apparently can't hold a show without Kevin cradling their ball sacks.
She was already pissed at me, and then then I invited her and then told her we weren't doing it.
yeah. Then you invited her and then said, "Womp womp womp." Nope, not happening.
I swear I'll eventually make it up to her somehow.
It's all good.
Kev should use super glue. Better yet, knife maker should ship his with all screws super glue. Yeah, right. I'd never get anything open. I got to disassemble everything. Come on, man. William Lenderman. O-rings are the way to go for pivots. Okay, why did anybody fucking say that? I've never heard that before until last week on the Edge, and then when you just said it. It's one of those Murphy's Law fucking things.
William Lenderman is one of my kind of loyal followers, if you will, and if you would have just watched my channel, you would have known that.
All right.
If you want to know anything about working on stuff, absolutely anything. You go check out OCD for EDC, and that's where you learn all the real shit, the good shit.
Go check it out. True that.
Yep.
I watched more of your stuff back in the day than I do now, mainly because it's so hard to watch other people's shit.
Oh, dude,
when you do your own, it's like brutal.
Yeah, I feel bad because there's a bunch of guys that have channels that I know watch all my videos, and I just don't have time. Like, I'm not. It sucks, but yeah.
Right. I feel
some of these guys are so good. Like, they're always in, leaving comments on everything I do and whatever. And I just feel bad that I'm not doing the same. But
it's
time consuming.
It is.
Yeah, I forgot the scroller. I also forgot to mention that I got stuff to give away from Nice Pivot Lube. They sent me a box of shit that I can give away.
Hell yeah.
So I got this pack of 50 microfiber tipped Q-tip things. These are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
they're really good.
They're one of my favorite things. And then I'll just do they're supposed to be separate, but come on. And a bottle of original. So we'll give that away. Do I have anything else?
Hell yeah.
I think. Oh, you know what? I have this thing. I just get shit. And Grissom Knife and Tools sent me this thing. I don't know what it is. I think it's aluminum, by the way. But I call it thingamajigger. It's one of those.
Yeah.
You just I think it's for rabbit punching.
Yeah, there you go.
For breaking your finger,
out carts and shit. Yeah, just
I don't know, but it is aluminum.
Windows.
So anyway, somebody will be the proud owner of that sucker and this other stuff. So there we go. That's the giveaway. We'll do it later.
You're gonna give that all away at once? Everything?
Yeah, I'll just do one later.
I'll throw in some stuff on the giveaway. I'll do like a CME and I don't know, whatever, a patch or something, and some stickers and whatnot.
All right.
Some shit.
Cool.
Yep.
Lindy Lou's in the house.
All right.
Lindy Lou, what up, Lindy?
I have a, hopefully nobody knows your middle name, because that's usually my way of giving away stuff is they have to guess your middle name. So
Mine?
Yeah, so don't say it.
Yeah, I doubt anyone knows it.
Unless you don't want people to know, then, then we won't do that. But I didn't think so, but I got to put it out there. In case you're a bitch, I got to put it out there.
Here we go.
Semper Fi, EDC guy coming in hot. 64 people in here.
What
Smash
up,
that
Fi?
like button, you slackers. Yeah, I need the likes. Here's your ball sack.
Ball sack.
Sir. Ball sack for you, gentlemen.
Winchester's in the house.
Yes, Senor
Brown.
Winchester.
Right on.
Dill Weasel.
Hell
You told everyone my middle name, dope. Well, his name's Kevin Carl, but I made fun of him when that reminds me of the t-shirts. I got a pre-order going, or whatever, an order going for t-shirts with the Detent Diva logo.
Detent Diva, okay.
They are like a charcoal gray or like navy blue with a pink lettering.
Is that the fucking... You got the Malibu Barbie on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
That's the channel knife.
Baby.
Oh, my Lord.
I gotta find the link to this fucking thing, and I'll just show it, because that would be the smart thing to do if you're trying to sell people t-shirts, right?
Yeah, I would think
probably.
so.
I mean, probably. Copy link. See if Apple. Yes, Apple for the win. I love Apple, guys. All right, here we go. Share
Apple
screen.
sucks.
Fuck you Android loser.
Android
Yeah.
for life.
I'm all about the Apple when it comes to phones and watches and whatever. They just work. They're just better.
It's just exactly.
Hands
It's
down.
just easier. It really is.
Every one of my friends that says that the Android thing's so great, every
poor.
single one of them has to get a new phone every year.
Yep,
and I've had the same fucking iPhone that I beat the shit out of for like 6 years, and it still works. It's perfect.
All right. Well, I got mine like a year and a half ago, and I need to get a new one. I have a little crack. I have a little crack in the screen because that's my fault. I have gone through 7 of those screen protect. I swear they're made to fucking break.
Of course.
But mine is free. If it breaks, I get it replaced for free. So I've only paid for one.
There you go.
So whatever. But I have a little hairline crack on my actual screen now. Pissing me off. It's not really a big deal. Anyway, here is the website for the t-shirt. So it's kind of a pre-order, but it's t-shirts. Like when you buy a t-shirt, you gotta have them printed. So, but yeah, they're not like in stock. So it's a pre-order. I'm doing USA only, but if you're international, you can just pick my shipping address, and I'll tell you what the shipping will cost, and we can figure something out. So just hit me up if you're international and want one. But yeah, so there's like this blue and a gray, and I got it so we can go up to 5XL with this shirt.
So nice. They come in.
Thank you.
They
come
in
exactly size.
Yep, I made sure of that because a lot of my homies in the knife community are fat like me. So we got to represent. And so I got Next Level, which is a really good, quality shirt. That's
is that a good one?
3XL.
I've never heard of it.
What, Next Level?
Yeah. I just don't pay attention. So.
Okay. Well, if you bought any knife community shirt, it's probably a Next Level.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just good quality, like poly blend, kind of cotton poly shit. And then there's 100% cotton for the fat guys because they don't have good shirts that big. So 4 and 5XL.
Got 2 sizes.
Yeah, 4 and 5XL is no joke.
I got the 4 and the 5 because I was like, full cotton. It's probably going to shrink. So I got both. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's right. All right. I mean, why not have both? If it doesn't fit, give it to your brother or somebody.
Yeah.
And they can rock it.
My brother weighs like 190, 200. We're twins, but I look like the creature that ate him. So
okay, damn, okay. Well, yeah, we're doing pretty good. I got like I don't know, 15 orders already. I don't know how many shirts, but like 15 orders in a day. That's pretty good. I only need 25 was the minimum I had to hit. So I mean, even if I don't hit it, I'll buy the difference. But I was hoping we'd get there.
How long is it? How long is it going?
Send me the link and I'll order a couple.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna run it till I don't know how long.
Hold on, you got another super chat. You got to read that shit.
Oh shit! God, I'm really bad at that. I am really bad. Oh, it's him again. God, Vince, come on, man. Apple sucks. Fat people are awesome, and I need that sticker. Damn it!
Right on.
Ball sack. Justin, have you seen the ball sack before?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've
Good.
got a few knives that have the ball sack on them.
Oh, okay.
Balls hanging low. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Vince. Vince is the man. He's a patron on my Patreon, and he's like the top tier, like the level I created just to be ridiculous, and he did it.
Yeah.
So I love that dude.
Yeah,
and
Semper
dude,
Fi
you're
guys.
definitely getting one of these stickers, no matter what. So don't worry about it. I thought I send you one. I sent him some knives back. I don't know if I put it in there, but I'll take care of you, buddy. That sounded gay, but whatever. Jordan says, I hate to inform you, Semper Fi, but you're now poor based on that super chat. Yes, your status has been lowered. Your economic status has been lowered.
Well, the rate things are going, yeah.
Dude, well, the rate things are going, you mean where they're just giving away money? They're just printing it? I got $400 and something the other day for some child care tax. It said I would get $300 and they give me $4 something.
No, dude, it's ridiculous. It's still part of this whole COVID relief. And
he's still going, man.
It's pissing me off.
I'm not poor, Jordan. This is my wife's account. What?
Hell yeah. Get it.
Oh, sick. He's spending the Hinderer money. He just sold a Hinderer. Somebody. Thank you, Vince. Much appreciated. I wish you could see like the super chat money separate from like the YouTube ad money, because I feel like it just like disappears into the ether somehow.
Well, they take 30% of it right off the top. So just an
maybe
FYI,
you guys should just PayPal me.
Exactly. For real. Like, it's no joke, because like
Matt
people
did.
do the
I know,
channel.
but then they can't do the cool green shit and look cool and be awesome. And they can't get the ball sack. I don't know. It'd be like, and God forbid they did that. Would I actually see it? Because I don't even see those.
Right.
So whatever. It helps a lot. I appreciate it.
It does help. It does help, but it just sucks that YouTube takes so much of it. Because I mean, it's 30%.
Winchester asks, must you teabag your screens every time? Yes, Winchester, we have to.
Yeah. Teabagging the screen.
By the way,
the greatest thing about the ball sack on the Silva is that when I reviewed it and I said it looked like a ball sack, he freaking laughed. He didn't get upset.
You're talking about Justin,
Justin from Asher. Yeah. He's such a freaking cool dude. If you guys haven't seen the episode with him on the edge, you need to check it out. He is a super cool dude.
This is a sweet ass knife for. I mean, I paid $98.50 for this thing.
Yeah,
and
guess what? He's also got a sub $100 knife, full titanium, and M390 coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
wait
awesome.
For that sucker. I got I have it in a bag right now because I disassembled it last night. This is the full tie Spyderco. I could not get this bitch back together, and have it locked. It had something to do with the stop pin, like And I think there's a way you're supposed to.
No, it's got something to do with you. If you can't get it back together,
I'm pretty good at knives, man. I'm just saying. I think there's. That's why you're paying.
Not.
That's why you're paying $90 instead of $400. Like, you know, like a Riot, I just stack up like a burger and I start putting screws in.
Yeah, you do that with your Medfords. You're a big Medford lover.
I've never taken
right?
it. Okay, calm down. I don't know where you're.
I'm just. Hey,
I don't know who
dude,
you've been talking to.
Well, I'm just setting some ground rules. I got a Medford right here.
2 Medfords, and they're only slim middies. Okay, I'm not the biggest. Okay. I like this knife though. This is one of my favorite knives. I will give it.
How long have you had that M98, or is it?
And that knife is cool. I like that.
What's it called?
Mine?
Yeah, what's the knife called?
The M48.
M48. Yeah, how do you like that so far?
It's awesome. It's the best thing Medford's ever made by a huge margin.
Okay.
He's like, that fucking slim midi out of here.
That slim midi is awesome.
Look at
new ones are awesome.
It looks cool. Yeah, it's because he finally figured out how to make a fucking knife. Because for years they've made fucking 2 pieces of titanium slapped together with fucking 8 screws on or 8 washers on one side and one big fat nylon washer on the other, and fucking maybe has a fucking carriage bolt in it and a fucking barn door screw.
I wasn't around for all that. I didn't care about all that. This is the first knife I tried to love it.
$1,000 for them. It's mind-boggling. But hey,
people
more
pay
power to them.
a lot, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, when you say that, you know, the cheap knives don't go back together well, I mean,
I wasn't
not to say that there's not something wrong.
I just think there's a difference between some, you know what I mean? I think you're paying for a little bit of that.
Well,
build
yeah,
quality goes
but
into
like Medford and Hinderer and these companies, they charge an insane amount for subpar machining. Like, you know, Riot's a different level.
Well, that's who I'm talking about.
But so I mean, you know, it kills me. I hear these custom, you know, custom knife makers and stuff, and I'm extremely mechanical, and I've been making stuff my entire life. If screws have to be tensioned just ever so perfectly, and the backspacer has to be pushed to the left, and that's because the machining is piss poor. Period. That's just the end of the story. That's because surfaces are not flat. Now, I'm not saying, you know, in a home garage, I'll try it. It's hard to get that level of perfection, you know, and that's what you're paying for when you buy like a Chris Reeve knife. You're paying for all the honing that's done and all the surface grinding and all of that to make sure those surfaces are flat. But there's a lot of makers out there like, you know, Strider and Medford and Hinderer and all these companies that don't machine to those level of tolerances, but still charge that level of money. And
because it's American made, man. They gotta ensure their employees. And
no, I get it. Like, I'm not hating on them. You know, they can get the money for it. Get it. I'm just saying that. No, I'm just stating facts. It's the same effect as buying a Harley Davidson and saying that it's the best motorcycle made. It just isn't. It's subpar engineering.
What's
it's
the
not
best
fast.
motorcycle? I didn't know this.
The point is that a Harley, people buy a Harley because it sounds cool or because they like the looks, and if they can admit that, then great. The reality is that every fucking sport bike that's a third the displacement engine size is faster, it gets better fuel economy, it rides. I mean, the list is endless on why it's better. I mean, fucking Harley Davidson's still building air-cooled engines. My fucking lawnmower is liquid cooled. Like, are you kidding me? You know, like, so it's the same sort of mentality. That's funny. Again, if you can get the money for it, go for it. Like, you just aren't going to get my money for it.
Right.
You know, so,
but you're like, a CRK fan, though, right?
Chris Reeves?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't own any of his stuff right at the moment, but I can appreciate the level of expertise that goes into making them because
their machine better than the ones you just were talking about.
100%. I
saw your videos on that. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, 100. They're just made better. They're just machined to higher tolerances and higher quality levels. And that's why when you put together a Sabenza, you just tighten the screws up and go, because everything in that knife is been honed and surface ground to perfection. And, you know, and there, and also on the other side of that, that's the same reason why not all three of the tri-way works in a hinderer, because it's not machined to perfection. So, you know,
I have an XM18, and it's, you know, and all of mine work, but they obviously the bearings work the best.
Right, exactly. And yeah, working well, like a $500 or $700 knife should, are two different things.
I just wish, like, because an
M-Tech
right.
works.
You're right. Chris Reeve knives, as far as the level of machining and what they do, are right. They just need to stop using S35 and S45 again. Fucking stop that shit.
I don't know. I had one, and the pivot walked like instantly, and I was told it was like this great thing of machining. And
what happened?
The pivot would walk. Like, I had to Loctite the shit out of that thing.
The pivot walked. Okay.
Yeah, like it would loosen.
It got loose.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like really bad. I thought that wouldn't happen on a superbly machined knife. But maybe I don't understand what that, you know what I mean? Like, is that something?
I don't know. I don't know what you had going on there. But, I mean, you know, I'm not saying that Chris Reeve or any of these guys can't make a mistake. I mean,
sounds like
everyone makes a mistake. So now all the Reeve knives that I've handled personally have been beautifully made. Now, I said, I don't even have one here right at the moment.
My Nkosi was fucking awesome. I mean, it wasn't like my taste in knives has just changed, but when I had the Nkosi, it was fucking great. And the reason I bought the Nkosi was because the design was different than the Sabenza 21 at the time, which I liked a lot better. Now the Sabenza 31s are using that same kind of design, so I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, to me, like, you know, if you don't like the Reeve stuff because of, you know, its aesthetic value or whatever, fine. Or if the ergos don't work for you, fine. But in my opinion, you can't argue that it's not a really well-made piece. And, you know, so if you don't like it for other reasons, so be it. You know, everybody's got their own taste and whatever. And yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the great thing about this hobby. We all
there's a million things. Yeah.
All have different things, but we also are all different users. Some people use their knives like hard as shit, and a Chris Reeve knife as a work knife is fucking awesome.
Absolutely. So, you know, old Kevin's hard at it over there, isn't he?
I am fucking trying, man. This thing is
he's trying to put it together.
This thing is a pain in my ass. Like,
let's see. What's the problem? Let's see what you got going on here.
Like, the pivot doesn't go through far enough to even get the fucking bearing on. Like, it's weird.
Hey, fuckhole. Hey,
you can't see
build it from the other way. Hey,
build it from the other way. The pivot only goes through one side, man.
Hey, what? Show me the pivot. Why does it only go through one side? Has it got a D shape on it?
Yes,
the D shape goes the whole way. The whole way on the barrel. So
fuck me running, dude. If you're riding with this, I'm gonna be pissed.
Dude.
Hang on.
Hey, old dad's got you. I'm like fucking Allstate, son. You're in good hands.
I couldn't even get it through when I tried that last time. Hang on.
What's your shirt say? I saw zombie. What's your shirt say?
Oh, it's a local place called Zombie Burger.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It used to be really good, and then they sold out. And so it used to be this one small place that was downtown Des Moines, Iowa, and they made just amazing hamburgers and fries. It was awesome place, and like all the I don't know, the whole vibe in there is like Walking Dead. There's like zombies everywhere, and it was really cool. And like when it started, man, like people would be lined up around the block, like it was insane. And then fast forward like 2 or 3 years, another location opened up, and then a couple more opened up, and then now like they're selling, you know, fucking frozen French fries, and now it's just like any other burger joint. Like it was the food that made it so awesome, you know what I mean? And now it just has gone downhill, which really sucks. But
that happens a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was insanely popular, and then it all just kind of went to shit.
All right,
Sorry,
you're right.
Y'all need to go check out the NAF sale on IG from Simplify EDC.
Yes, go do that. I'm sorry, I'm busy.
He's got a knife sale going on.
Yeah, he's on the super chat. He just said, and then so he can buy more stickers. The chats. He says also Jordan is my arch nemesis. Meow. He uses Apple and hates puppies.
Nice.
Dude, I don't even know how you would build it from this side without having a fucking aneurysm.
What?
Because the fucking spacers are on this side, so I'm trying to shove them in.
Hey,
I need some.
Calm down.
No, I don't. I don't calm down. Hold on, he needs a ball sack. Ball sack. Thanks, buddy.
You need to put the lock side scale on last always.
Well, yeah, but the pivot wouldn't go through. But I think you might have had a revelation there. So hang on.
What's not a revelation, son?
I mean,
I Sergeant. Sergeant in the house.
Simplify. If you have a Magic Whiskers 2 in your NAF sale, hold it for me and let me know because I'm coming.
Dude, I have not been able to find one of those in forever. Like I've not seen that one for sale in a long time. I have the Magic Whiskers, the
little one.
But the little one. But I would love.
Oh, there's a big one.
Yes, and the whole scale moves instead of a bolster.
Yeah, it's way cooler. And I should have bought one like 3 years ago, and I just didn't do it, and it pisses me off. And now I'm remembering from last weekend. I know a guy who's got one, and I was supposed to message him, and it just hit me that I completely forgot to do that.
What the hell, man?
So, my life's been crazy, man. Between working and the family, and then.
So, are you in manufacturing?
Speaking, I'm gonna show. What's that?
Are you in manufacturing? Is that what you do for a daytime job?
I work for a heat pump manufacturer.
Okay.
So it's a Midwest-based company. We're an OEM manufacturer. We ship worldwide, and we build geothermal heat pumps mainly. We do have a few other products as well, but heating and cooling stuff. But check this out. I want to show you guys something. So this was yesterday. Hopefully this will show up on, and I want to show you this. So I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and this was on the wall in the doctor's office, like the exam room. And I hope this shows up.
Make him big, Kevin.
This was on the wall, and you have
nice kid.
And if you look at the tattoo, can you see it on its arm, her, him, whatever?
I can't read it. I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did you say on his arm?
We don't know what
it says. It says, check it out, guys, in fancy cursive writing. But I was just so blown away by seeing that in the doctor's office. I was just like, what in the fuck is going on?
Dude, it doesn't surprise me at all.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why everybody's got to be so worried and concerned about, like, I don't give a fuck what you do or how you do it. Just keep it to yourself.
That's my shit. That's like
I could care less. Like if you want to put together fucking two holes or two fucking sticks, that's totally up to you. It's your business. I don't give a fuck. Shut up about it.
Yeah, just throwing it in people's faces is something I'm not a fan of it. And the main thing is like for me and having children nowadays, that kind of stuff is glorified.
Oh, absolutely.
And
100%.
And I'm with you. I'm totally a freedom guy, and I want you to do whatever makes you happy. However,
yeah, definitely.
Don't shove it down my throat because I don't agree with it. I'm cool with it, and I think you should be able to do whatever you want to do, but just don't shove it down my throat. That's all I'm asking.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you don't,
and that's fair. We don't have to be an advocate for everybody. I think that's what it is. Like,
right.
Like, my wife's like, who's gonna speak for them or what? And I'm like, I don't know, but it's not our problem.
Yeah, but why does I just don't understand why all of a sudden everyone else has to change. Like the whole oh my God. I probably shouldn't get on this tangent here, but so there's this 2 or 3% of the population that has this success, dude. You got it.
Yes!
Look at you, fucking champion. You got the left-handed assist,
dude. I needed a lefty out here to hook me up.
I told you,
some new Gillians in this sucker now too.
Yeah,
I love you, man. You just saved my my mind. I'm gonna Loctite it without O-rings, and then I'm gonna be done with this for a minute.
Yeah,
it's not for night.
I'll get some O-rings. I'll get some O-rings up on the website. We'll get a little assortment pack going, so we'll fit a handful of pivots, and then you'll try them out.
So this is enough, right?
Well, you need to put it on the side, not the end of the screw.
Know. I was joking. Okay. I just shoved it in. I like to rub it into the threads. Oh God, and then lose the screw. And then it has enough on it now that I can shove it in there. That's what she said.
Right on.
Sorry. Go ahead, dude. You were talking on my bed.
Are you going to bed? Oh, look at that. Get back in there. Do that again.
Hey, Beach.
So there he is.
Hi.
That's the guy right there that shit all over you, that didn't invite you, and then canceled the show after he did invite you.
That's totally my fault. Yeah. That's my fault.
I know.
So
that.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Molly.
Hey,
I hear what you're saying, but
there might be some more trophy scopes that go up.
Oh, you bet your sweet ass there will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Something. I don't know. Looked like you had
can't
something.
Believe it was that simple, dude. It was just the way I assembled it.
Yeah, bro. I told you I'm like Allstate. I got you.
I really am an idiot though for that.
It's all good.
All right. Well, you guys, anybody could call me an idiot for the rest of the show, and it's okay.
We already do, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah, we were behind your back. You just didn't know it.
Well, Justin from Asher will be happy because I was like, "You got a defective fucking knife over here."
I told you it wasn't the knife; it was you.
Yeah.
It's
always me.
It's all good.
It's always
dude. It happens to all of us. I mean,
you just need somebody else to be like, dude, no. Like, what are you doing?
Yep. Another set of eyes. Yep.
But yeah, real quick, here is this is the full tie Asher Spyderco. So
left-handed.
Yep. Lefty clip. Assembled perfectly by yours truly.
Yes, sir.
Love the big thumb studs. He just makes cool knives. He just has cool knives for the price. It's really good. I mean, it's just
for sure. And I haven't had that model. I've had the
that one's not out yet. I'm special.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm not that special. These guys don't send me shit to check out or whatever, free shit. And
have you tried the Spyderco in general, or did you mean you just haven't tried this model yet?
No, I haven't tried that model. Period. I mean, I've had a couple Ashers, but not that one.
I can send you a couple if you want to check them out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool. I've been talking to him since when he first started. It was before I even had a channel, so like we're just kind of buddies. So I get kind of lucky. Plus, I have a discount code, and people use it, so that kind of helps me get the knives a little early. But that's pretty much my only hookup.
But what are you talking about? You're talking about KPL and some other dude and all this shit. KPL. Yeah, but obviously they're.
Yeah, I'm special. Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
Yep, I just put $20 bearings in an $85 knife. Look at me.
Yeah.
Hey Kevin, is that other Spyro a liner lock or a frame lock with a G10 side?
Which one? The one I just showed?
Yeah, the black one.
Right,
Because
so I have
John's
4
asking,
of them actually.
So does the G10 one have a tie side?
I have that one, but it's out on loan. So there is one. The first one in titanium I got is this. So it's titanium lock side, and then it has the G10 show side. I guess this side. And then he's gonna come out with this one in full tie, and then he originally came out with this one in full G10 liner lock. So there's basically any version you want. And I did find out last night. I don't know if I should say this, but he's gonna have the steel Nomad frame lock. So this is the Nomad frame lock. This is what's coming out in M390. It's going to be full tie. So it'll be full titanium. He said it'll be about as thick as this. I thought it would be a little thinner with the tie side, but it's so thin already.
It's a frame lock, or it's a tie frame lock?
This one's stainless, but the one with M390 is going to be titanium. But then he's actually going to sell, I believe, he's going to sell a Jade G10 steel frame lock with M390. He got blades made for that. So that'll probably be a little less. So you can get M390 for a little bit less and get Jade G10. Or you could get full tie M390 and pay $99.99. Although I think he'll have to go over 100 at some point because, you know, like his thing is I'll never go over 100, but it's like, dude, at some point you're going to be losing money. Like, you know, make it 105.
Cool if he can make that happen. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think anybody will care if it's a little more, you know, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. One other thing I wanted to, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I mean, if he can make that price happen, that's awesome. More power to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it now. I mean, he's selling. Yeah, I don't know how he's doing it, to be honest. S35BN G10. He has titanium frame locks that are $85. Like that's crazy. But he's obviously not making a fortune off it. He's just making enough to keep going, do the next order. That's kind of how he's doing it. He just wants to get more designs out, and you know, eventually, hopefully, he gets it big enough to where he does start making some more money. Naf's in the house. What's up, Naf? There's an OCD Junior too. Jeez.
Yeah, that's my kid.
You got a whole crew.
Yeah. What up, P? So. Yep, he's
I didn't know
doing the Air Force thing down in Florida.
I'm taking leave to come over. That's awesome.
Thank you for your service, buddy. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're going to try to convince your dad here to grow a beard.
Dude, you know, my wife would love for me to do that. And if I start growing it out, it gets fucking itchy like crazy. And then I get pissed and shave it off.
That's how I am, dude.
I can't take it, man.
You got to get past
a little bit further than this, and then I have to shave it because it just gets itchy. And the mustache is terrible. I can't deal with that shit at all.
Dude. Like I get a hair like curling around and like you hit my dude. It just drives me nuts. And then I'm like, fuck this. Yeah.
I wanted to show off a prototype that I got in today. So I don't know if you guys know Eric Oaks or Ock. I think it's Oaks.
Yeah. Eric Oaks. Yep.
So he has a pre-order starting. Right now, I have one pre-ordered. It's called the Osprey EDX. So Pena has the X series, Chavez has the Ultramar, whatever it's called. His is the EDX kind of series, and this is the Osprey. I think so. He's dropping them in like batches of pre-orders, which is kind of interesting. It's 3.3, I believe. So what's a good comparison? Sure. A bug out, maybe here.
Bug out's 3 1/4. There you go.
A little bit longer than the bug out in the blade, but not really in the handle. So
it's bolster lock, right?
Yeah, so it's a bolster lock, but a little bit longer than most bolster locks, I'd say. But it's a bolster lock. This one's in some, I forget what the color is, G10. If this is the best G10 I've ever felt, to be honest. And then there's carbon fiber, and there's a like OD green micarta variant. I didn't know this existed until the weekend. The Knife Whisperer messaged me. He's like, dude, you should check this out. So I went and pre-ordered it, and then I messaged Eric, and I was like, hey, dude, I pre-ordered your knife, blah, blah. And then he offered to send me one to check out. And if you can't tell already, this has a clip on the left side. So
you need to you need to send that one my way, and let me take a look at that before you give it back to old Eric.
Well, so he said he needs it back by the 15th of August. I'm sending it to the Knife Whisperer next, but I'll talk to Eric and see if he doesn't mind.
Let him know. See if I can do a review on it, because I dig that one for sure.
Yeah, it's freaking sweet. It's made by Reeve. It has an awesome milling, and the only thing like this is a prototype, so keep that in mind. The clip like wiggles. And apparently the screw in here, they just need to adjust something. So obviously for the production model, it's going to be good. You know what I mean?
Right. The barrel's too long.
Yeah, something.
It bottoms out. Nice. I like the way they did the clip.
And then they're going to ship with an extra screw as well, just to be safe. So, I just wanted to point that out. But it has this cool filler tab that match. I don't know why everybody doesn't do this. It doesn't throw the design very much. There's a lot of screws. That's one nitpick I'd have, but you got the scales you have to get on and the body screws, so it's fair. It has a flipper tab, which they are going to extend just a little bit, and then they're going to kind of round it a little bit to make it a little softer and then a little bigger, because you kind of have to really get in there to get it. It works fine, but having it a little bigger is going to be great. It's already minimal as hell. So,
and did I see you, Spidey, flick it with that little fuller?
Yeah, so that's what I was getting at. There's a fuller on both sides. Now, he said he struggles to flick it, and one of the things I told him was, I was like, is this a prototype where I could suggest changes, or is it a prototype where like this is going to production and I'm just reviewing it? Because there's a difference, And this is essentially going to production. He's already made the changes he's going to make. And one of the things I said was, why not move up this, like where the bolster lock starts a little bit? Because as a lefty, where I land to flick it, I'm on the lock bar.
Right.
And again, that's all like personal for me. Obviously, it's different for other people. But anyway, I can easily flick it. I just have to make sure I'm under that lock, and then hold on. I wasn't. And then it just flicks out. When I'm not sitting on a camera, I can do it constantly or repeatedly. He struggled to do it, but I don't know if he said he thought he was really good at flicking, so I don't know. But I'm obviously left-handed, but it works right-handed. I don't think for you it would be ideal because it's a skinny knife and you got the chubby fingers and it's a small fuller. But in general, for most
did
people,
he just call you fat?
Yes.
Oh, my so fat.
The ergos are great. To me, it looks like a premium Ferrum Forge Stinger. That's what it looks like to me. And that's a compliment. Not, you know what I mean?
The Stinger's a good little knife.
Somebody in the comments said it reminded them of a Stinger. I can't remember who said that, but they were.
It's a stretched out, longer version of a Stinger, a little racier looking. Yeah, it's got good lines.
Yeah, and M390, titanium, Riot. I mean, you really can't go wrong if you like the design. You're solid. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to him, Justin, and see if we have time to send it to you. So.
For sure. I'd love to take a look at it and do a review on that one. That's a good looking one for sure.
Yeah, I'm liking it. Definitely liking it. Do you guys get anything new or interesting recent, like this week? Or I got the Nimble and I got that. And I got this Fat Carbon Lanny.
I got the new Friday Club mini sheepdog that the action and the detent on this thing is just absolutely perfect.
That's the mini.
It's the mini, yeah.
What club?
It's the Friday Club mini sheepdog. And
what's that? What's a Friday Club? I don't know.
Some Kaiser thing they have going on. It's got a titanium I don't know if it's
Clip.
DLC or whatever clip on it. It's aluminum scales. And dude, they sold the thing dirt cheap on the steel. But
how much?
154 cm, and like I said, I mean the action and the D10 are just it's perfect. It's dialed perfect.
The full size one I just bought with the micarta and the action is superb. Like for the $80 price tag, I absolutely love that fucking knife.
I had to return mine because it had lock rock for days. I didn't notice it in the unboxing. I raved about it in the unboxing. I mean, the D10's a little strong for me, but I'm picky as fuck, and normally I think they're too light, so it's fine. I'd rather it be that way. But it would just fucking rock like crazy. It was insane. So I tried to get a new one. It was through Amazon. I got it whatever, and they didn't have any left, so I just returned it. But it was cool, man. The micarta was decent. 154 cm, nice black. I mean, for $80, that thing was. Yeah. I mean, it was a no-brainer.
As of right now, it's my budget knife for 2021. It's my favorite that I've had.
Dude, Kaiser, have you guys checked out
any
Kaiser Slicer?
Oh, I didn't even know that existed.
Dude, this thing, it's a Kaiser backlock. And it's the first backlock they've ever done. And
wow.
It's the action, it's not as good as what Spyderco backlocks and whatnot. But dude, the grind on the blade is fantastic. It's got a crown spine. It's N690, deep carry clips reversible, G10, and it's a full size knife, man size blade. And dude, the ergos on this thing it's unbelievable. I mean,
what's the steel?
And I think N690.
How do you feel about that steel?
Oh, it's good. I mean, for a budget knife, it's pretty. It's comparable to 154
VG10
cm.
Okay.
It's a little better than VG10.
Yeah. I hate it because the Italians try to put it on knives and charge $200 for it. So I have this innate hatred for N690, but on Kaisers, it makes sense for $60 to have this thing, the Kaiser Land with N690,
right, for
$60. That's fair. But when you're gonna put it on this thing, here I'll show you. Sorry, I'm rambling, but the Viper Odino somebody loaned me. This is a $200 retail knife. This says N690 and unmilled titanium. There's no milling pockets on this. $200 fucking dollars. You can have this back, Italy. It's not mine. It's a loaner. But
right. Well, that's what you get from a place that takes a 6-week long vacation every year. The whole fucking country.
Yeah.
You got to pay for that vacation. Yeah, all of Europe does that.
Okay.
They go on holiday.
I would love to do that, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, but most of the Italian brands are just overpriced when you're comparing it to other stuff.
And their build quality is just so all over the place.
Yeah, it can be fantastic.
Ridiculous.
I mean, you can get amazing stuff, but you can also get trash. And they can both cost $300.
Chris is here, the duck hater.
The duck hater. Okay.
So he has ducks at his apartment complex that attack him regularly. So he makes videos about trying to kill ducks.
I have ducks at my house that my wife and my daughter love, and I can't stand them. They don't ever shut the fuck up.
Quack, quack.
All the time, dude. All the time.
They annoy the shit out of me. I want to kick the fuck out of them every single time.
Yeah.
They're out yesterday, And he's like right in front of my
Every
door,
time.
blocking it. It was pissing me off. I'm like, bro, you better move. I'm about to whoop your ass.
Dude, have you ever went up and tried to hit one of them?
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't go over very well.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll come back after you.
They do. Yeah.
They're not scared.
I was smoking a cigarette when I did it, and when he came back at me, he scared the fuck out of me. I dropped my cigarette on my foot. I was wearing flip-flops, and yeah, I'm glad that nobody was around when that happened. It was like midday during the week. Nobody was around.
Hell
yeah.
That's funny.
Some dude is he's at my job. He watches my videos, and he thinks that shit's hilarious. And he printed out this piece of paper and taped it to my desk the other day, and it said "Warning: Attack ducks" or whatever.
I love
my
it.
desk. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My ducks are bitches.
Yeah, they are bitches.
For real.
She means that in a positive way. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, the ducks are, they're, we've got chickens as well, and we used to have some turkeys. And the ducks, I like the chickens and the turkeys. They're fine, but the ducks, my God, they're just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen other shit out here, but the ducks are, we were walking to the pool today, and it's that same one. He like knows me now, where he tries to pull up at me every single time. I was about to pick up a fucking rock and just chuck it at his ass. I gotta keep my distance though.
Yeah, they'll come after you for sure.
Chris, it looks like you got rid of the coal snake.
My wife did because she got pissed because Kevin kept making fun of it.
how is that my fault?
She put the blanket over the top because it's under here.
I didn't even start that shit. Somebody else did. I just ran with it, man.
You can hear it in the background. She was like, "I'm tired of them making fun of my fucking blanket."
John's in the house. What's up, John?
What's up, Bubba?
What up, Grateful Panic? Old Dad, yeah.
Is he talking about you?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what the hell he meant.
I refer to myself as Old Dad sometimes.
Oh, he said no notification today. Hey, John, that reminds me, we were talking earlier, On the Edge is not happening this week. So I know you try to do your show on the weekend. We don't do ours. So if you want to do 2 in a row, or I guess it would be 3 in a row, go for it. But if you want to fill the void for all the people who are going to be like, oh my God, no On the Edge this Saturday. So
that's because Kyle's a bitch.
Hey,
that's because you're a bitch, dude. You didn't pipe up. I didn't hear you pipe up.
I would do it with Kyle, but I'm afraid. I said I was worried how Kyle would feel about it. I knew he was going to say he didn't want to do it without you. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I was thinking we could ask Tri-State to host it, but I was afraid he would just steal my spot forever. So I didn't want to go for that.
I had that same idea. I was like, that dude's going to run it.
That would be funny.
He could.
But, no, because the guests were going to be Justin and Molly, and I don't know if we could have all 7 fucking of you on here at once. So, but it's okay. You guys want to be bitches, whatever. If you change your mind, just let Justin know. Maybe they'll be free.
Just let me know. We'll still be in if you guys end up doing it on Saturday night.
Kevin's going to be hooked trying to watch it while he's at dinner.
They'll be hanging with the ducks.
I'll do live footage from my apartment. I'll try to get up close to one of them, show you guys what I'm talking about.
One thing I wanted to ask you, Justin, is so last year, that was the year I really sort of dove into collecting, right? Because COVID happened and I was bored, so I really watched a shit ton of knife YouTube, and then I just fell into the hobby hardcore. I had just kind of been carrying knives and getting this and that, but I wasn't in the community. Anyway,
right.
Last year it seemed like there was some cool Spydercos that came out, like the Watu and the Canis and the there was a bunch of random shit. The Smock, maybe, I don't know if that was last year. The Ikuchi, these things were coming out. They had that what do they call that? Tribal club or what the hell? The Watu's in it.
the ethnic
the
series.
Ethnic series. Where is that this year? Are they doing anything, or am I just not?
Yeah. No, they still are, but it's really hit and miss, you know, and like it cracks me up because, you know, I'm in the collector club, so I get every single Spyderco that comes out, and you know, I have people like Spyderco is the most loved and most hated knife company in the game, like, because people will. I mean, I've literally had people, you know, argue with me. Well, they haven't come out with anything new, and then you actually look at what they've come out with, and maybe it wasn't your favorite knife, or you didn't like it, or it wasn't, you know, something that turned you on, so you just didn't think about it. But the reality is I mean, they drop something new. Literally, it's like at least once a month.
Well, you get them all, so it's easy for you to know.
Right. And so, like, you know, like this is the newest mule that I just got. This is in ZMAX.
Oh, ZMAX.
Yeah, and this is potentially better than Maximet for edge retention.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like crew wear or something.
No.
You said
no. No, I think you're thinking of Z-Wear. I think you're thinking of Z. This
is the corrosion resistance comparable to Maximet too, or is it?
Yeah, this is not a stainless steel.
Okay.
Now I have not had this thing rock weld yet, but supposedly this should be like somewhere close to 72 HRC.
Damn.
And the scales on here are I just made these. These are 3D printed scales.
Those honeycomb?
And
that's badass.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. And so, you know, they come out with stuff like this, and then this is a badass knife that just came out very recently. This is the Stretch 2 in K390.
I love K390.
Yeah, this is just an awesome knife, period. Like, you know, I don't know what the retail is on this thing. I'm going to guess it's like somewhere between 100 and 120 bucks, something like that. But to get K390 in something like this, that, I mean, basically this blade is basically a PM2 blade. But in a mid back lock, I mean, it's an awesome knife. The action on it's fantastic. And then, you know, just recently they just came out with this. This is like a Tiffany blue colored PM or Para 3 lightweight with S90V. Of course, you know, rocking a CME. This one's in purple C-Tech.
That purple C-Tech is badass.
And they just dropped the Urban. This is an Urban in S90V, I think. If I remember, yeah. S90V.
I have the Urban. I love the Urban.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, and actually, I've got a whole bunch of Spydercos sitting here. I forgot how many they came out with. This is the partially serrated Tenacious and S35, and the REC Shaman.
Oh, you got the REC Shaman. I love that colorway.
Yep.
A lot of people love that colorway. I'm not the biggest fan of that colorway for some reason. I don't know why.
I do. I love it.
What colorway? Sorry,
the Rec Shaman.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I never was into it. You guys love that shit, and
I do.
I'm not.
I don't know. I don't like the gold
looks
part
cool,
of
but
it.
I'm not. Yeah, it just doesn't tickle my fancy like that.
There's another. This is the Cutlery Shop Shaman.
Yeah, that
Halloween.
But it's
Halloween
the same
Shaman.
that they just repeat in different colors. Like, is there anything?
Well, that's the thing is that
whatever last year, is there anything like that?
Yeah, there is, but they come, you know, it comes at different times, if you will. But people think that this is Spyderco. This isn't. I mean, Spyderco's manufacturing the knife, but this, you know, the Shaman coming out in all these colorways. This is dealers that are driving.
Right.
Right.
I know.
This isn't.
Saying.
You know, people
They're putting the orders in.
Right, exactly. So, you know, Spyderco didn't decide to do these two knives.
Right. And they are keeping Spyderco from innovating a little bit, I think. because they're probably inundated with those custom orders from dealers.
I don't think so. I think those, the Shaman design, like here's another one. This one's the St. Nick's exclusive, and this
How many do you have?
This is the only one that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm keeping the orange one.
I need to try a good Shaman and get one of your CMEs on it because I had a full Thai one somebody loaned me, and I didn't really get to experience it being that lock sucks for a lefty, and then it was heavy as hell in full Thai. So if you ever have one that you don't want, throw a CME on it and let me buy it.
I sell like 98% of them. I mean, there's no way I could afford to be in the collector club if I kept all of them. There's no way.
Yeah. Right, sell me one of those then.
Well, the only Shaman that I have right now for sale, because this one is mine. This is an old one. This thing's used. And
I've seen that one.
And then the black and orange one I'm keeping just because it's black and orange. And so the REC Shaman is the only one. I think. I don't know if I have another Shaman right now.
All right. Well, that's I like that colorway now. No, I would probably go for it. But if you have a normal process where you sell to your viewers, I don't want to get in. I don't want to jump people or whatever.
It's not a big deal. Like I said, I mean, I generally do a knife sale and I put it out to my patrons first, and let them have first dibs on a bunch of stuff. But yeah, like, I mean, right now I've probably got 25 or 30 Spydercos that are going to go down the road.
All right. Cool. So, yeah, I need to get a new one with the CME because the only one I have is the Para 3 here I've had for a while. And I don't know. The Para 3 just kind of got a hold on me. I'd like to try a shot, like really give the Shaman a shot.
I'll send you this one.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell it, but I'll send it to you. You can just borrow it and carry it. And
you have it set up lefty or righty?
What's that?
Do you have it set up for lefty or right? Well, you have the CME on it, so all you gotta do is flip
just the clip is. But yeah, I'm no worries. I'll send it to you and check it out and carry it. And this one's already broke in too, so you'll get to experience it. In all its glory, a good one.
It should be.
That's right.
All right. That's right. Yeah. Then we'll chat and I'll find some stuff to send you too. I gotta have something you want to check out. So
for sure. Yeah, I want to check out that. I can't remember what the hell that thing's called, but you've got one that I want to check out for sure that I know of. I can't remember what it is though.
The Asher thing or something else?
No. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Well, now I need to know.
It's the one that I hit you up on it and asked you if you get me one of them. I don't remember what the hell it's called.
Oh, the Tao.
There you go.
Kunwu, this thing.
There you go. Yeah, the Kunwu. There you go.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, I talked to the guy. I think I got you on the list. I got a bunch of people on the list. Yeah. So
yeah, dude.
They're just a little behind. Yeah, they're just a little behind because they apparently all their grinders got fucked. I don't know what happened, but that's why they didn't take money ahead. This thing is fucking dude. It's got better action than like any Shiro I've handled. Just mine personally. Kyle's doesn't drop like mine does. It's still smooth as shit.
Oh yeah, mine is still awesome. It's not as fall shut. I mean, it's like just barely a little bit of a shake.
Do you know?
I love it.
What factory are they coming out of?
They're their own.
Yeah,
they're an OEM.
Kunwu is the manufacturer.
Yep. Yeah, they do OEM work too.
Run on.
Yeah, I think they do some overflow kind of stuff for companies. I don't know how it all works, but I've talked to them about having them make a knife for me. I don't know. I haven't gotten very far on that, but they're an OEM. And I have the mini thing. Check this thing out.
That thing is
a keychain.
Yeah, that's really mini for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking tiny, dude. It's crazy. I would have I mean, if I was them, I would have done a 3-inch to go with the 3.5. I wouldn't have done a 2.5-inch. They sold them, but
I would have done like a 4-inch and a 3 1/4.
There you go. Yeah, something like that. That makes sense.
Talking my
size,
language.
a man size, and then a woman size.
What do you mean, a man size knife? You mean like this?
There you go. But see, there's a difference between like, like this. This is a really great representation because you got a really good blade length here, but the blade stock is still reasonable.
Right.
Like it's still a cutting instrument. It's not a fucking hammer.
Yeah,
you
can have
about,
a big
son?
knife.
You can have a big knife like this, 4-inch blade, OTF.
Right.
Which one is
I
that?
like a good big knife.
This is the Guardian Tactical Elite, whatever.
Yeah.
Recon Elite. This is the 040. I think it's basically this knife, but picked out.
Yep.
It's like
that.
It's their combat Troodon, basically, or whatever, or Hellhound blade.
But
I love
better action.
Oh my god, it's so good, dude.
Yeah, they're so.
It really is.
Nice.
All day.
I love the Tanta version that you got with that compound grind at the tip.
It's out on loan right now.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, he has it on there. It's weird that they did the reverse compound grind, but it's. I don't know why they did the hollow on the front like that, and then the flat in the back.
I like the way that they do their Tantos better than Microtech does theirs.
Usually a compound grind is like this, where you have the hollow back here and then the flat up front. And they reversed it. They call it a tactical Tanto.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be better for
this is dope as fuck.
That kind of deal. And, I mean, this thing's just, super tactiturd fucking deal, but I still love it.
It's America. Kyle would love that thing.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love it. Now, and if I get... The thing is I got rid of all my OTFs. I had a couple. I'll probably will get another one day, but they're not my favorite. But if I'm gonna get one, it's definitely gonna be a Guardian Tactical. Now I'm not going back to Microtech.
Oh no, fuck that. They have cool signature series patterns, but
right.
That's the only one that I kept was the Bounty Hunter.
Right.
That's the only one I kept.
Having handled both multiple times, like you just can't play with a Microtech the way you can with a Guardian Tech. It's just so much easier to actuate with the ball bearing. And Heretic is going to that. So I think Microtech may start shifting to that ball bearing actuator. And if they do that, they might, get me back. And the fucking glass breakers just drive me insane, man.
Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna put a glass breaker on, making it a ball like this is awesome. But in order for Microtech to make that change, that would be Mr. Marfione admitting that something's better than what he made, and I just don't see that happening. So even though Heretic maybe made that change, I mean that's still different. Microtech. I just don't see that happening. And there's still enough, true blind loyal fanboys that it won't matter.
Right. John, I'm cool with whatever you want to do, man. Are we talking about the GoFundMe links? Because go ahead, drop them in, man. Any support we can get you guys is appreciated. But you should also buy a T-shirt while you're at it.
Dude, the way that was set up was weird. How you had to put in your order because, like I told you earlier, I had to walk Peter through it also because he couldn't figure it out.
So anybody who's wondering, I'll just show you. It's just weird. So I used to work for this company, and they sell promotional products. So they helped me out, and they basically created a website for me to sell the shirts, which is awesome because I would have had to pre-order and have people PayPal me, and it would have sucked, seriously. So they just basically built a website. So on mobile, you have to click on it, and then you have to click this info tab.
Hold on, let me make you big.
And then once you click the info tab, then you can scroll down and you can add, and then it'll let you do the whole checkout. But for some reason, it's not intuitive where it's just you see the shirt and you can hit buy or whatever. Because it's set up for mostly they work with schools doing spirit drive type things. where people are going to order like 1 of this and 5 of that and 6 of that, and it's just like easier to do it that way. But trust me, it's way easier than not having a website to go to. So I much appreciate it. Those guys are doing me a big favor because they're not going to make a ton of money off of this. Like, they're just helping me out. I'm not making money off of it either, by the way. The shirts are going to cost me $11 or $12 a pop, and then I have to ship them to you guys, and I have to have them shipped here. So I think $20 is fair. I'm basically just asking for the money that I need to ship, not the knives, to ship the shirts to you guys, and then add in the stickers and the shit I already got. You know, I just wanted to do it as like a fun project to have people wear a shirt that says D2D on it.
The people, you know, for the most part, it's a small majority of people, but you know, I've had people make comments and say shit about the CMEs that I'm making, you know, and they're like, "Oh, for $25 for a little piece of plastic,
dude."
And
I know, I hear it too.
Promise you, if anyone wants to fucking make them, you can, you know, it's not a patented thing, whatever, like, you know, and I guarantee you, like, after someone makes one for themselves, they're not going to want to make hundreds of them. I promise you, because it's time consuming. And right now, still to this day, I'm making every single one of them. I mean, I do have a CNC mill that I make the shape on and whatnot, but it's still, I have to, you know, flip every one, and they're so fucking tiny. You got to hold on to them. I got to mill the backside, which is difficult to do. And, you know, it's just a time consuming process. Well,
I thought Nick Shabazz he said that properly.
A skeleton from CMEs right here.
Yeah, you're using different materials now, right? You were telling me.
Yeah, dude, this, where's it at? Do I have it sitting here? I thought I did. Oh, yeah, there we go. Here. So I've got some, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is Glow Shred Carbon Fiber.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that looks dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what's on. Yeah, here we go.
That's got to look pretty cool on there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
That's my pair of 3.
That's the one you had the tester on the whole time? You finally
no, well, this is actually a different knife. I've got like 3 of them actually.
In Maximate?
Yeah, they're all seconds. They're factory seconds.
Right. Yeah.
And so I actually have got 3 pair of 3 Maximate pair of 3s. And I actually have some Maximate pair of 2s as well. But so it's an awesome just beater knife, you know.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Just hammer on it. But yeah, so I've been, you know, using different materials and whatnot, and I've actually got a handful of materials that I haven't shown off yet as well that are pretty cool. But yeah, for the stuff that's up on the website right now, we got like marble
shit. How much are those? Are they more?
What's that?
Like, do they cost more? Yeah.
Yeah, they're so like the standard one is $25, and I think for the glow in the dark marble carbon fiber, it's either 30 or $35. I don't remember, something like that.
You price gouging bastard.
Yeah, I'm
wrong with you?
No good, dirty son of a bitch.
I mean, think about it. I just told you I put $20 bearings into a $85 knife. Like,
yeah,
it's
there you go.
You can't. Those types of things, like, they're machined by, like, a person is doing these things. Like, you can't just because it's small and it's made of this doesn't mean that it's going to be $2. Like,
dude, look. So
I can make
$2.
Go make yourself one then in your garage and shut the fuck up, because
I just dropped some.
You know, he's mass producing them. Like, just I don't know, just pisses me off. Like, it's $25. If you don't want to pay $25, then don't. But
then
like,
then
I don't
don't.
know.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
fine.
That shit bothers me. Because that thing literally made this knife.
It's a game changer for a lefty.
Yeah, like I would not carry this ever or own it. I wouldn't own a Spyderco anymore if he didn't make that CME.
Right on. I appreciate it.
Like it's $25. I would have paid $100, like personally, because it fixes the fucking knife. So I don't know, whatever.
Well,
the funny part for me.
Oh, go ahead.
The funny part for me was like back when I first started watching, YouTube video or knife YouTube videos. I'd watch Nick Shabazz videos back in the day, and he'd always rave about the compression lock, like it was so amazing, and on and on and on, and then I got one, and I was just like, this thing's not good. Like, for lefty, it's almost impossible. Like, unless you've got little bitch hands that your tiny little fingers can get in
Which
there.
Shabazz
Lefty,
does, so it makes sense.
That's right. But even right-handed, this to me just is, it makes it so much nicer right-handed as well. But then everyone, like in this whole kind of knife YouTuber EDC YouTube world, there's a whole lot of people following the next guy, and so everyone, I feel like everyone kind of raved about the compression lock like it was something fantastic up until about the time that I introduced and released the CME, and then all these people came out of the woodwork saying, well, yeah, I stopped carrying my Para 3 or my PM2 because of that. I hated it. And so
I always complained about it.
Right.
But that, I complain about everything, so people know that. It's because those people are left-handed mostly, and nobody cares what we think.
Right.
And what bothered me is they I don't know if they do really, but they kind of advertise it as an ambi lock, like kind of it's supposed to be kind of like the Axis lock, right? They have a 4-position clip, but like it doesn't work for lefties very well. I don't know how many tips I fucking broke on a goddamn Spyderco because I would drop the fucking thing trying to fidget with it. Dill Weasel says, oh, the mod for the compression lock. I'm glad that it helps people, but people who actually have decent dexterity don't have an issue.
I can assure you, Dill Weasel, that I have excellent dexterity. And until you try one, you don't know what the experience is.
Right.
Of course, I could actuate the compression lock before. It's not like I couldn't do it.
Same here, but not in a good way. I don't know.
I've got one here, okay? And I'm going to do it left-handed. Flick it out. The way you have to do it, yes, dexterity is fine, but you have to fucking take this knife and barely hold on to it to get your thumb here because you can't do it.
Right.
You
and then you fucking drop it. And then you drop it because all you have is this on the knife.
Right.
I can't say it. And even right-handed, it's like you're pinching into this little thing.
Like,
and why not make the knife better?
Well, and so the thing is I'm right-handed, so the compression lock for me works very well for me right-handed. I get that. But left-handed,
Weasel just doesn't want to admit that the compression lock sucks. I don't know. That's not true. Lefties can manipulate. I'm fucking left-handed, and so is Justin, and we're both saying it doesn't fucking work.
No, I mean, but the thing is, it works. It's just not
doesn't work well.
Right.
It's
and
just
that's
all it is. Like, you don't have to sell all your knives because we're saying it's not great. Like, I think that's what's happening here. He's defending his collection of Spydercos. But
and it's not like that.
But the reality of it, like, this is easier.
It is.
It's almost like a button lock now. Like, basically a button lock.
And if you're wearing gloves or something, and certainly, I mean, if people have dexterity issues, this is going to help. But I mean, just for anybody,
come at me, Dill Weasel, you fucker. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
it just makes it easier. I mean, just plain and simple, and it makes it more, kind of fidget friendly and whatnot. And
So
the other
I
complaint,
tried
That might
your
be what it
TME
is.
like 2 months ago. A guy sent one in
A
on
DME?
PM2 because we had a discussion, and I was like, I like the PM2, but there's a lot of other shit out there now that I can try, and I'm just
True
not
that.
that interested. I've handled a bunch of PM2s. I don't really need one in my collection right now. But he wanted me to try the one with the CME on it. And I didn't know what that was. I was like, what the hell is that? So he sent it to me. Once I tried it, though, I didn't want to go back to using just the regular compression lock. Even as a righty, it was way easier to access that and play with it. It made it that much more fun. And I was like, oh, okay. I see what he's talking about now.
I handed it to Eric and Sal Lesser at Blade Show.
Uh-huh.
And
I'd be interested in what they said.
They both, well, at first I gave it to Eric first, and he fidgeted with the knife for a little bit, and he was like, man, that's crazy. I can't believe how well that works. And then he went and got his dad and brought him over, and then we talked for a few minutes, and I actually gave them, I had a few CMEs with me down there.
And then they gave you them $4 million to buy the rights to it?
Negative. No, they looked at me and said, thanks a lot.
That's cool, though, that they liked it, though. That's cool.
That's freaking awesome.
Yep.
Because it'll sell more Spydercos for them. If nothing
Travis,
else,
I do not have one installed on a little native, but I'll show you what it would look like. Give me just a second here.
Little native. So that would be a Shaman type CME, right?
No, it's actually the standard one, but I have to mill out a little section for it. So there's two different here. Give me just a moment.
Do your thing.
The Shaman one is physically different, and not just because of the little nub deal, but it's physically larger, and the shape is different.
Haven't heard from Dill Weasel in a while.
So
I'm just fucking around.
I
love you, Dill.
I don't know if you can
see.
You,
man.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Yeah, Chris will do his job. Thank you, buddy.
If you can tell,
You're the best.
They're actually different size.
The lighting is kind of meh, so you can't really see.
Yeah,
but
well, you can go and check out my videos.
Yeah.
They're different size, but this is what it'll look like.
So do you order one for the little native, or do you put in your notes like I have a little native?
Yeah, so if you go to my website and order one, if you order a standard CME, it asks you, is this for a little native?
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yep. And then I make them specifically for the little native, but that's what it'll look like on the little native.
That's cool.
Yeah. It'll look like
that. Yeah.
I think it looks cool too. If you get the right colored one, and now that there's like carbon fiber and if you have carbon fiber scales and then you have a carbon fiber CME, boom. I mean,
yeah.
Do you have one that would match my canvas, my Carta scales at all?
When I send you the Shaman, I got you, boo.
All right, cool.
I've got a couple that I haven't released the material yet, but I'm going to hook you up.
Nice.
See? Hey, add him to my list of hookups. I got
exactly.
Exactly.
I thought I was your boo.
Now, Jordan is asking.
You're digging my hole deeper, bro.
right.
Jordan is asking if there will be a titanium CME.
Okay, so here's the deal, Jordan.
What? That wouldn't work, would it?
Well, just here, I'll explain the situation. So in the beginning, when I first came up with this idea, and when I decided, because the first one that I made myself was it was actually just a piece of plastic that I cut and just shaped by hand and put it on one of my own knives. But my first intention was to make them out of, titanium or copper or brass.
Really?
And that, and that's what I actually started doing originally.
Lock, though, isn't it?
Well, no, because it's so tiny. But but there's a lot of issues with it. And so in order to do that, my intention is that I was going to drill a hole from the backside, counter sunk, and screw it on. But that would require people to ship their knife in, plus disassemble it, plus alter it. Now you're drilling a hole through the liner with a countersink. And most
Super
people
glue
aren't going to do that
work
themselves. No, well, I don't know. I haven't tried it, but if you're going to mill titanium into that shape, I mean, you're talking about something that's going to be $50 or $60, or maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
If I make it here, like, I mean, if I ordered 10,000 of them from China, I could get them cheap, I'm sure. But I'm also not going to buy 10,000 of them. And this is purely a thing of scale. I mean, right now, I'm making them like this,
Right.
And this is just a spoil board for those that understand what that's all about. But anyway, it's making them out of titanium. Certainly I can do that. But after it's all said and done, it's going to be like $100+ ordeal just to have it on your knife.
Right.
And so the first one, like, I stumbled across the super glue thing. I mean, that wasn't my intention. I did that just to when I first did it, I thought, if it stays on there for 12 hours, I'm going to be happy. And then it was almost like a game to see how long it could stay on there. And so, yeah, people always refer to this like the smock, but whatever. The smock's a button lock. I understand the lock interface with the blade is very
it's like
similar
the PM2 Ultra. I had one of those. Same thing. It's just you're drilling a hole and putting a button and screwing the button in. So I mean, it kind of does sound like that when you're talking about the way you were gonna do it, but that makes perfect sense. See, what Jordan is a bougie bitch, and he only likes monochrome stuff. So like, he wants a titanium knife with titanium CME. That's why he's asking. So he's like bougie bitch.
He's like Metal Complex. Then he can't ever pass up a mirror without staring in it for a while.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yes,
I got it. I mean, I get it. I'm sure he wears bedazzled jeans and fucking all kinds of shit.
Well, he was on last week. I don't know if he had bedazzled jeans, but maybe he did. Actually, it's possible.
Yeah. Hey, that's okay.
Oh shit! Yeah.
To each their own.
It's steep, but geez, it works anyway. Yeah, just spray paint. Damn, I can't talk. Spray paint it chrome, Jordan.
Yeah. Well, and so, like I said, I've got some other materials coming and whatnot, but like, keeping them cheap was, and not having to modify the knife, because you can take these off of the knife.
Easy. I had to once because I
without
didn't use the ship.
Yeah, without ever. I mean, it doesn't change anything. I mean, even if there's a little bit of glue residue, you can just scrape that right off. It doesn't leave a scratch. It doesn't anything. And so, for some Spydercos, people are really concerned about that. So drilling a hole through the liner wouldn't fit for a lot of people.
It would have been a whole ordeal, dude. You would have been having knives shipping in all the time to do it.
Oh,
it just wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
that would suck. It would have been like having a custom shop for stuff. Like, fuck all that.
Right. And having people install it themselves, to me, is just so much nicer. And you can take it off, you can put it on a different knife if you want. The standard version fits like 10 or 15 different models. So it works out, and it's G10. Like, if some people don't really care for the shape, or they want to round it off more or whatever, you could just take a little sandpaper and make it whatever you want it to be,
Right.
So yeah, it worked out well. And the people that complain about it are the ones that kind of frustrate me, because there's been some people that have left comments on the videos and stuff, and they're like shitting on the fact of the super glue and acting like that's like some way inferior or whatever. And
it works.
And all I'm saying is that don't run your mouth until you've actually done it and tried it, because I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you that nobody's beat on one of these harder than I have, because I had it on my knife for months and months before I ever showed it, you know.
Right.
And I mean, I kicked the shit out of it, like literally. I mean, I've thrown it on the ground and done all kinds of things, trying to break it off. Now, like, of course, I can grab it with a pair of pliers and just bust it off of there. But I did everything I could think of, you know, for just actual use cases. And if it's applied correctly, man, the fucking thing holds on there, man. I mean, it surprised the shit out of me. I didn't think the glue would work that well, but it does.
Yeah. You just got to use enough, because I had a guy on Instagram I talked with, you know, he's like, man, that super glue, that thing came right off. And I'm like, dude, I literally put it on and didn't use the shim the first time, because I was like, I don't need to read the instructions or watch the instructions. You know,
yeah.
It's me, right? And what happened
that was also, you had a knife in a bag a little bit ago,
right,
too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it caused where there was like lockup issues because I didn't use that shim. Good night, Molly, if that was Molly.
Yeah, she can't hear you. I got
okay.
your headphone in.
Yeah, so I'm just screaming in your ear.
Yeah, that's all right.
But I had to pop it off, right? So I had to wedge like a pry bar in there, and I had to crank on it. And when I finally got it to break, it just like flew across the room. Luckily, I found it, and then I super glued it back on. Dude, this thing has not moved, wiggled, or done anything since. I've had it on here for like, I don't know how many months at this point. It's a matter of just follow the instructions. Oh yeah, exactly, a gajillion times. It's a matter of follow the instructions and use enough glue. Don't have glue pouring everywhere, but use enough. Like, and it's easy. And wipe it first. It's all follow the instructions.
That's the big thing. Yeah. You have to clean both surfaces really good first,
which you provide an alcohol pad for.
Yep. There's a little install kit in the package, so everything you need's in there. And there's the little shim's got the link on it for the video, so you can see me install one. Or both of the videos. I've got a video for the Shaman and for the standard variant. And so you guys, you know, you can go online and see those. You can see them on my website as well as on my YouTube channel. But at this point, I mean, literally, we're making hundreds and hundreds of CMEs.
How many did you sell when Nick Shabazz posted his video? Did you see an influx or? Oh
God, yeah, huge. Yeah. I knew the video was coming, and so I built up a bunch of stock. He and I had messaged back and forth, and he was gonna put the video out right before Blade Show, and I actually asked him not to because I was traveling, and I also had a couple work trips that I had to go on, and I didn't want, you know, my wife to get she deals with a lot of the emails and all that sort of stuff, and you know, if it wasn't for her, there's no way I wouldn't be able to do this. But you know, there's still parts of it that she can't do, and so when I'm traveling so much, you know, it just wasn't going to work out. But yeah, so we kind of scheduled it, and you know, he ended up releasing the video on July 1st, and yeah, it's been really good. And actually, we have just today a new website that went live today.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's OCD4EDC.com. So the web address didn't change, but everything on the website looks different now. And it's a much better website. As far as before, we only had PayPal as a payment option. Now there's all the different options. Basically, every payment option
while he's talking right now.
Yep. That's it. And so that's the official Shaman video. And then
BJ Hill, love BJ Hill.
Oh, he's a douchebag.
I love him though.
Oh yeah, no, he's great. Yeah, BJ and I.
That looks dope. Man, this is sweet, man.
Damn. Yeah, that's a nice site.
So
I go to catalog. Is that how I look for the? Okay,
That's-
3D. What's a
Yeah,
puff,
there you go.
man? PUF.
That's a
Is that a provoke?
provoke utility folder.
I
Yep.
actually have Kyle's provoke right now. Wait.
Yeah,
Did you
make
did
those
you
little
turn
things.
them into
Oh,
one? Or how'd you do that?
Kevin, I am so glad you pulled that out. You were totally not opening that right. You're trying to press it open and then yank it. Just use your thumb and go and press straight down, and it'll fire out. There you
Like
go.
that?
Yeah,
Oh shit! What the hell was I doing?
you were like just breaking it and then wiping it like this. No.
All right, that's what I was doing. So you're saying just see left-handed, it doesn't work though. Yeah, a little bit if you get the right angle. I'm blaming the whole lefty thing on it.
It's way better right-handed.
It is.
Oh yeah, shit! You hear that? Just
Yeah.
cracked out. All right, well there you go. This thing sucks anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I knew you would hate it.
So wait, what are? But it's cool to check out at least. So are these actual provokes you modded, or what the hell is this thing?
No. They're 3D printed with the utility knife blade.
It's still cool.
Go to the second picture there with it open.
Is it a
And
joke
so
or is it useful?
No, it's real. No, it's absolutely real. It's a. I mean, if
Okay.
you wanted that for a utility knife,
Okay.
yeah, no, they're great. I use one quite often actually. I don't have one sitting right here in front of me, but
Yeah, you don't use it at all.
but-
You lying sack of shit. I'm just kidding.
it's
a magnet?
it's got magnets in it that hold it closed and open. And then
did you invent
and
this?
it's all
thing?
stainless steel hardware.
You invented it?
What'd you say?
Did you invent it? Like, did you make it? Is my question.
Well, so I found online. I found some G code. Someone drew the thing up, and then I modified it to actually get it to work.
Okay.
So I mean, the whole mechanism and whatnot was obviously it's stolen from the provoke.
Right. Well, yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, but it doesn't work the same way as the provoke. You can see that the blade's backwards.
What the hell?
Yeah,
are you
that's a
selling,
whole.
Dude? What the hell is this?
Dude, I ordered a new milling table for my shop, and it was a cross sliding milling table, and that's what they sent me was that thing. And I got it, and I set the whole thing up because I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. Like I kept pulling these parts out of this box, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so I just kept, there was no instructions or anything. So I just kept like messing around with the parts and pieces until we realized, and then we went and looked it up online and found out that it's a 6-foot fold up camping kitchen. And they sell for like 150 or 180 bucks or something online. And these stupid ass people that I ordered the cross mill slide table from, they tried to refund me a little bit of my money and keep that instead of getting what I ordered. But I just kept up the fight. And so they actually did end up shipping me the thing that I ordered originally.
Right.
And then told me just to keep that.
Well, yeah, because they're not going to.
Whoever wants it, the thing's big and heavy. And so depending on shipping, so we have it up there. And
that's why it's
I think it's on sale.
That's
no,
the shipping price.
No, I think. Well, you can get free shipping. Everything on our website, you can get free shipping on with a code.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying.
But I think
so the price is just covering shipping.
Basically, but if you put that in your cart, I think it's $99.
We love you, Dill
But
Weasel.
if someone wants that thing, I'll make you a hell of a deal on it. If you cut,
I don't need a CME. Dill Weasel, you're digging your fucking grave right now. I'm trying to be civil over here, and then you keep coming back with
he's arguing with another guy in the comments right now.
I know. I'm just fucking with.
That's why his name's Dill Weasel.
Oh, he's fucking with
Dill
John.
Weasel?
I'm not referring to your original statement. I'm referring to the current exchange, not aimed specifically at you. It's a general statement. Yeah, Dill Weasel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on,
Dill
guys,
Weasel,
be nice. Dill Weasel is a member of the Lefty Live community. We need to respect his stupid ass opinion, okay?
Yeah,
all
right.
I want to get rid of this table now. Buck short bitches.
Yeah, go to something
Nice,
cooler.
nice. Yeah, I'm looking, man. I'm
Go down to that
custom cold steel. This one? All right,
Yeah,
what's that?
Yeah, I've got one
What's
of those.
custom?
I had several of them. Did several of them, and I've got one of each. I've got one 8015 left and one Voyager left.
What'd you do to it?
Acid wash the blade and laser etched that logo into it. The clip is done, and yeah, just
Yeah,
yep.
And it, yeah,
There's some
175.
stuff.
That's not bad. Fucked octopus. I got one of these from Kyle Lamphere, except mine doesn't light up.
That shit is cool.
Yeah, you
Mine
can
lights
put a
up.
light in it. Yeah,
Wait, you can put a light in it?
Yeah,
That's
you can put a
fucking
light in.
cool.
Not the one I have.
That's because yours
Lakers
sucks.
one,
Get the one with the light.
knives. Yeah, he's got a lot of shit. Look at all this
Yeah.
stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool, man. All right.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
that's the website, guys. Go check out OCD4EDC.com for your CME needs. I know that Dill Weasel really wants one now.
Yeah,
Because
old Dill
he's a
Weasel,
lefty.
he
I wanna
probably,
fuck
that's
off
why
the
he's not
puss.
chatting right
I want
now.
one of those.
He's like
He's
like
on the
the
website.
he's the one lefty that watches my live, and I'm fucking pissing him off.
You're not pissing him off. He's
It's
doing
all good.
Yeah, he's
No, I'm messing with him. We're joking around.
I don't like it's one of those things. Like, I don't know if he wants a trophy or something. Like, I'm left-handed and I can operate a compression lock without a CME.
It's just not
do that.
fun.
Yes. I just prefer not to. It's not that it's not possible. Like,
Right.
of course, I could operate the knife before I made the
Okay.
CMEs.
So owning this
yeah.
$200 knife is not necessary for me, but I
Right.
have it because I like the Spyderco hole. I like to flick it. I like the ergos.
Yep.
And I like that it's kind of fidgety. And why wouldn't I want to make it
Right.
uber fidgety? And it's $25 on top of my $200 knife. Like, and with all this shit
Yeah.
on it, it's like a $300 knife. So it's really nothing compared to
Right.
what I paid for the knife. Like, you know, but
Right.
people who have 25 PM2s are probably like, man, I can't get hooked on CMEs. Like, because now you're talking about 25 times 25, and I can't do math, but that's like $500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, but that's also like $10,000 worth of PM2, so it's all relative, right?
That's my point. Exactly. Yeah. Fuckers.
I mean,
No, just kidding.
you know, yeah, like, I mean, it's all relative. The fact of the matter is that all the shit that we're sitting here flipping
we're all
is all
sitting here
pocket
clacking
jewelry.
and clacking. Just we're addicted to knives.
right.
You know,
Oh, you know what? Here's
That's
another
fact.
random knife that I got this week. It's the Damn Designs Gin XL, it's called. I got this from the Apex group, Apex Pass Around group. Just a big ass version of
Right
that
on.
little front flipper. The action on this thing is ridiculous. Just watch this. Like, just goofy.
Hell
How it
yeah.
just kind of like goes, fuck you. But it's flickable. It has the front flipper. Obviously, the detent's not super strong because of the front flipper. Ergos, and it's not really for me. It doesn't fit my hand very well. I'm just kind of like in the middle of it. But I definitely see why people really like this design. And that action is just fucking stupid when it drops. It's made by QSP. It's D2 and denim micarta. I'm sure it'll be like $50. So pretty solid knife. I do wish they could have easily dropped an extra screw hole and given me a reversible clip. They just needed a little cutout.
Does it have it in the liner? Does it have the hole in the liner, just not the scale?
I doubt it.
Look
it
down
would
in
be
there.
in the backspacer. It seems like. Oh no, it doesn't. Why? Actually, it does. What the fuck? Whatever.
Yeah, a lot of times they stack the metal and drill them at the same time,
Yeah,
both
it does.
sides, and so
Yeah.
you just need to put the hole in the micarta.
Yeah, but you'd
Which
still
is
have
simple.
you still need to put a cutout in.
Oh, is it recessed? It's
Yeah,
down
it's
in the
got a
micarta.
little bit of a cutout.
Oh, gotcha.
You
Yeah,
can
that'd be
see it
simple,
from the
though.
back. You can see that cutout slot.
Yeah, that'd be
kinda, right?
simple though. It'd take
But
you just a few seconds with like a
Right.
little square file.
So what I was thinking was, and this is a good question to ask you because you kind of know the field. On knives like these and knives like that prototype I showed you, where it has that filler tab, right? Has that little tiny titanium filler tab. How is it possible? And would it cost that much more to just have like a little micarta filler tab that matched? Like,
Yes.
would it work?
Yes.
Or
Yes. Oh, it would work. But so one of the hardest things is when you make those little parts, how to hold on to them to make the part. And so when people see something really tiny like that little filler tab that's in that Eric Oaks knife, people see that little filler tab and it's just it's this tiny little thing, and it doesn't even weigh 10 grams, but you have to rough that shape out, and you have to hold on to that and mill around. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, most of the people who do that, they'll pop a hole in it and then take it to an EDM machine, and they'll use an EDM machine to cut those out in bulk.
Right. But
so titanium could happen, but micarta, no.
Right, but you're not using an EDM on the micarta. But the point is that every single one of these things is another machining step. And every time you add another step, it adds exponential amounts of money. And so when people look at something, and, just like I've had this conversation multiple times about external lock bar relief cuts or internal. And it's an extra step. And, and so that's one of the things that on the
extra
Medford
step
here,
for internal?
they finally, yes, correct. So you have to, there's extra steps that have to happen here. And when you cut the lock bar loose, the Slim Midi's got it too, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's internal. Yep.
What is that? I don't get why it's better to have it internal. What is that?
Because generally speaking, on a titanium frame lock, your pocket clip and
your pocket clip goes right over it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. See, look, Best Tech here has on the outside on this arcane design. This thing's fucking sexy and just cool as fuck. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't know any of that stuff. See, that's what.
Stick that in your pocket, and you'll see your pocket get caught on it, and then you have to reach over with your other hand and straighten the pocket out, and blah blah blah. If that was an internal relief cut,
what about
it would just slide right in.
What about titanium liner locks versus stainless steel liner locks? Is there a benefit? Like this F5 has a titanium scale on both sides. It's a titanium liner lock. I don't want to mix that up because I've said it to people before and they think I mean it's a liner lock with titanium scales. Like, no, I mean, it's titanium. Is it what are there benefits to it being titanium versus steel?
Weight.
Weight
is really the only thing, because titanium is a strong yet lightweight material, and steel's heavier. That's really the only. I mean, I don't think there's really any other difference.
Corrosion resistance, depending on the stainless steel that they're using.
And I've handled the Kaiser. The Kaiser makes these steel liner locks. And then this is from Riot with titanium liner lock, and it just feels sturdier. It doesn't. This kind of has a cheap.
It's because you're talking about a $40 knife versus a $300 knife.
Okay, but what I guess what I'm asking is Is it something else? Is it like what the other things they did, or is it?
Yeah, it's everything.
Okay.
It's the quality of the hardware. It's the machining surfaces itself. If you look at the amount of surface area on the actual lock face where the lock bar is interfacing with the blade, that surface area will be much larger and better ground. The geometry on it will be better on the Riot than it will be on the real steel. And not to say that real steel doesn't make really
Kaiser,
good stuff.
but yeah.
They're Kaiser, whatever. It's just a budget knife versus.
You're racist.
Yeah, right.
Real steel, Kaiser, they're all the same. Those people.
But I mean, you can have a steel liner lock or a tie liner lock that if they're done the same, there's not going to be a huge difference in the way it feels. But corrosion resistance, weight, and the elasticity on titanium is a little bit better than stainless steel. So like it's kind of the fact that with a liner or a frame lock, you're working off of the plastic deformation of the material and the fact that it has some spring tension to it. Titanium is a really good material for that.
Gotcha.
But
I just noticed it's been kind of a more popular thing recently. I never heard of a titanium frame lock until this knife, I think.
You mean liner lock?
A tie liner
lock? What did
I
say? Yeah. I'm sorry.
There's tons and tons of them out there.
Yeah,
and most
Weird.
companies don't do it just because of the money, because the titanium is not seen, as well when you're talking about just a liner lock. Tucson has got a ton of titanium liner locks out there, and they even put hardened steel inserts on the tie liner.
Yeah, so does Reeve.
Yep. And so I personally am a big fan of liner locks. Like I would rather have a liner lock over a frame lock just because
you're left-handed, man.
Right. Now, people will say that the frame lock's better because it's stronger.
I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just purely because there's more material in the frame lock bar than there is in a liner lock bar, just due to the thickness of the material. But the reality is nobody is using these knives hard enough to find out. So what the fuck are we talking about? Like,
that's it.
I sit there and listen to the guys go, fucking this frame lock's way better or whatever. Dude, you're not going down and cutting down a fucking sequoia tree with your 3-inch pocket knife. So they're all going to open up your Doritos and your mail the same way.
You're racist, That's true. Yeah. I'm like, should I open that frozen dinner packet with this? I don't want to get any of that residue on here. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Okay, well that's good to know. I like being educated. It's fun. What time is it? Oh fuck, it's 10:30. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We still need to give away the thingamajigger, I call it, from Grissom Knife and Tool, which big shout out to them. I'm still trying to figure out their knife that I got, but whatever. KPL. They got the 50-pack of these Q-tip thingies, which, guys, seriously, this is the best thing in this package. Trust me. They're so fucking good for cleaning out, around the pivot area, around it's just really good. Yeah. And then you can also use them to, poke stuff. Yeah. And then a bottle of original. And I think Justin said he was going to throw in some stuff.
I'll throw in the CME and some stickers and whatnot.
Perfect. So we just need to have somebody guess his middle name. And
don't start yet.
Molly and your son are not allowed to participate. Sorry.
No. And she's in bed.
Okay. Well, she was commenting earlier, so just
I know. She just went to bed a little bit ago, though.
Gotcha. All right, so we'll do the giveaway, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up because Yeah, the usual. And let's say go. Guess Justin's middle name. Go now. And
All right,
Justin,
so
if you see it, you can put
Yeah,
it in
I'm
the
watching.
private chat if you want, but you can also just watch.
Yeah.
All right, we have a guess of Marshall. That's not correct, I guess. We have Marshall, we have Edward, we have Martin, we have Jason, we have William, we have Joe, David, Stephen, Francis, William, Jason, Martin, Time. That's a weird one. Jacob, Edward, Daniel, Arthur, Jeremiah, James. Oh, okay, he put it in. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I almost said it was easy.
Yeah.
George, Carl, Richard. None are right so far.
That is correct. None are right so far.
Did you name any of your kids by your middle name? Like a Roman emperor douchebag?
No.
Okay, good job.
No.
Franklin, Ryan, Jack,
Shitbird.
Steven, Tiberius, Shitbird, Laugh Out Loud, Jeffrey,
Yep.
Matthew, Michael, Nathan. No, come on, guys. I'm not giving you a clue because this is not a hard one. Fromunda. That's the closest answer we've gotten so far.
Well, if somebody
Jonas, Aaron, Samuel, David, Jesse, Jr., Jacob.
Just the
Jordan
first
said
one,
right. I don't know what?
If someone gets the shortened version of it,
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, I got you.
We'll go with that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At this point, yes.
Yeah,
We'll
which
take
should,
that.
which should not be that difficult.
Michael thought I was giving a little a clue there. He said Tiberius. It's not Roman. That's not why I said that.
No.
Dill Weasel
it's a
said
very
Dill.
standard. Yeah, no, not Dill.
Yeah, he's just rubbing.
Wow, and it's actually, it's not hard.
It's a pretty standard one.
I Love Knives is pretty damn close, I'll have to say. He said Dick.
Oh, there you go.
Bell's Blade said Dick too. Do they have to spell the short version correctly? Well, there's only
there's only one way to spell that. My son isn't thinking about that, but nope.
So Richard, I get it. Yeah, Richard. Okay. Think about rhyming. Don't think about Dicks and Richards. Okay,
Yeah.
Creepy bastards.
Now somebody should get it.
Yeah, I just gave it away. Sorry, I got sick of.
You
Frederick.
would think so.
Come on, Michael. Come on, man. Frederick.
Oh
my God.
We got a close one.
Jordan, seriously, he's gonna win again.
Poncho. Poncho just won it.
Right? Let's double check. Let's make sure, man. Everybody breathe. That was a rough one, guys. Whew.
That was a rough one.
Man,
that was a rough one, but Poncho.
Middle name
is Poncho,
is
right?
Nicholas,
yeah.
Yep.
But we're gonna give it to Poncho with Nick.
One boy. Good job, dude. I hope you have a Spyderco. I'm glad Jill didn't win.
I would. Yeah.
He would have got it. He would have been like, "This is the greatest thing ever." Oh my God!
I almost wish he would have, so he could try it and then get his mind changed.
Right.
Yeah. So hey, Poncho, send me an email and let me know which CME you want, and I'll send you whichever one you want. So, yeah, sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jordan says, if I won, Kev would have told me to fuck off. That's what Jordan said.
Who said that?
Jordan.
He's not lying.
Yeah, man. I did that last time because you won. You tied somebody after winning the time before. Come on. I had to tell you to fuck off.
It was pretty funny.
That would have been a legit win. I almost want to buy Dill Weasel a CME. I kind of want to do that just because I want this dude to understand. But at the same time, I want to be like, fuck you.
Yeah, right. No, I get it both ways. But if Dill Weasel would actually commit and confirmed that he's actually going to go into it with an open mind and actually put it on and whatnot, I'd send him one.
Oh,
hey,
Hear that? Come on, Dill. You
All
have
right.
nothing to lose.
yo, man.
there we go, Dill Weasel.
Dill Weasel, if you want to try one out free of charge, but then you also have to give me feedback on it. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not a but you have to give me honest reasons why. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, it's fucking retarded," and
He seems like a really honest, legitimate dude.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. So I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I'll send it to you. Send me an email, info@ocdforedc.com.
Dill Weasel.
Dill Weasel.
Dude,
Yep.
Come on, man.
You can't
Come on,
take
man. Come to the dark side, Dill.
Come to the dark side.
But yeah, Poncho, hit me up on, I don't know if you have my Instagram or leftyedc88@gmail.com, so I can get your shipping for this stuff. And then hit up Justin. He gave you his info already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got your
Dill's
address
master
already.
plan worked.
I'll give your address to him, and he can give me your address. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
I have
It'll
it, I
be
think.
fine.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know him? Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's one of our followers here on
Gotcha.
YouTube.
I don't know if I've seen him before.
Like, I haven't met him in person.
I know what you meant, but maybe he came from your stream or whatever, because I haven't seen him before.
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
Poncho.
he's one of our followers. Yep.
All right. Well, then just send, why don't you just send me his address?
Dude, I have the best followers. Like, let's be honest here.
Wait, I have a question. Are you part of the Shadow Rangers group on Facebook, Justin?
No, I've never had Facebook. I don't even know how to get on there.
Okay. I got you.
That's a legitimate excuse for not being
right.
on there. That's the only excuse we would accept.
Yeah, no, I've never had Facebook, and now more than ever, I don't fucking want it.
Right, I only have it for knife stuff.
For knife stuff. That's really the only reason I got it too, because I totally understand where you come from. I hate Google, YouTube, and Facebook, but I use them for knife stuff. So
yeah, and I get that. I do.
Yeah.
And I mean,
oh yeah, I forgot to say, hey Google, YouTube, fuck you. I usually like to do that. If you don't know, I just like to say it.
I forgot to put it in the banner. Actually, usually I put it in the banner as well. It's just like, fuck YouTube at the end.
What hat are you wearing, Kyle? Look like a fucking
This is my Jack Wolf hat, man.
Jack Wolf knives.
Vinny sent you that?
He sent me the
you didn't get one yet?
No, I didn't get one. I'm jelly. What the fuck?
You're like his big advocate, and we all got one.
Dude, I know. I'm the slip joint guy, and you bitches get them.
I thought I got one because I sent him a bunch of Torx bits.
Oh, did you?
T8 bits and shit. He's like, I'll send you something back. And I was like, all right. And then all of a sudden, all these other motherfuckers had one. I was like, dude, I thought I was cool, man.
Yeah, and, no, he was whoring that hat out everywhere.
Yeah, he's whoring out different versions of it to see what.
Yeah, he's got different versions because mine's a.
I got the best one.
I like,
got the big
I like
dog
the mesh.
right on it.
I do not like the fitted hats. I like the mesh.
Yeah,
I got
I like
big dome.
This is mesh.
I like this.
Dickweed.
Yep.
Well, he's talking about the Richardson style. I love this hat.
Oh, yours. Oh, that's why you got that, because he knew your head was too
style,
fucking big.
man. That's where it's at.
He knew your head was too big, you bitch. See, this is what this.
He's got to be fucking flat bill, and that the cool thing now is trucker style, and I'm sure he wears black socks, fucking pulled up to his knees, got a fucking wallet chain.
Hey, don't be jealous.
Trust me, bro.
Don't be jealous to what I do.
I can assure you, I am not jealous, 100%.
Yeah, we give Chris and Jake from Bearded Gear hell about their flat bills.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to try it, buddy.
Oh, I did. Remember, I did a spoof for Jake. And
that's right.
I came from the motocross world. I trust me.
I didn't know you guys.
I've had all the flat bill boys I can handle. That's where that whole thing started years and years ago, and now it's just working its way across. So it is what it is.
Chris, do you keep the stickers in the top of your hat too?
No, I think that's stupid as fuck.
It goes either way. Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't do that. I wear black socks, but not up to my knees. I wear ankle
Of course
socks.
he
Thank
does.
you.
Of course he does. Look at that. I'm like a fucking psychic.
Dude, I wear
Black
t-shirt, shorts, and Vans. That's it.
Of course it is. Of course it's Vans.
But I don't wear no wallet with a fucking chain either. This isn't 1990. This isn't 1993, and I'm wearing some Jankos or some shit. Like,
yeah, 10 years ago you would have. Or, well, yeah, probably more than that ago. But yeah,
go back 20. You might be right. Yeah,
it's still the same group of people. It's just changed a little bit.
Right.
You know, because back then you would have had a wallet chain and Jankos.
Dude,
I
fuck
get it.
you,
You're
man.
older than me.
Jankos, UFOs, that was the shit when I was a kid.
Fuck
See?
no, dude. I never
Big
had a
ass
pair
pockets.
of Jankos ever.
I don't even know what that is. What is
Yeah, well,
Jenko?
you're old.
It was fucking douchebag. I mean, I ain't that fucking old. Those
How old
were
are you?
around when
How old are you?
I just had a birthday just the other day. How old do you think I am?
You're not gonna tell me. I'm 33, so and you're old, so you're
I'm
probably
10
like
years older than you.
42. Ah, come on, man. You could have
Yep.
let me finish. 42. Yeah, so Jenkos and
So-
shit, it wasn't quite cool yet. Or you were too old to get into. I was like
No,
in
mom's
7th
46,
grade wearing
bro.
that shit.
I just wasn't in. I wouldn't have ever been in that. I was more concerned about getting, like when you were douching around with your Janko jeans on. I was the guy that was picking up your woman. And, you know,
I was in
That's the way
6th
that went
grade
down.
wearing Jenkos, you scumbag. You're like
Whatever.
a child molester picking up my 6th grade girlfriend.
Not picking up 6th graders. No.
No, yeah, that's when it was cool. I was in
Son
6th
said
grade
way
when
too
it was
fucking
cool.
old.
What's
Son
that?
said your son said way too fucking old is the right answer.
Yeah.
He's gonna get it later, man. You're gonna get it.
Dude, I'd still whoop his ass. Like it wouldn't even take a half a minute.
There you go.
Fucking put him down, drop him
Oh,
like a bad
you should tell the story about the what was that fucking story I heard you tell on some podcast where some dude in a hotel room tried to attack you and you fucking like.
Well, no, he didn't try to attack me. He tried to steal my shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, tell the
Yeah.
story real quick, and then we can wrap this up. Let's do it.
All right. So I
Hold on,
travel a
let me
lot
get
for
my
work.
hat ready. Okay,
Oh, is that what we're doing? We're going over the top.
there we go.
All right.
All right, now tell.
Okay, so this was probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago, a year and a half to 2 years ago, something like that.
Were you wearing Jenkos?
No, it wasn't wearing Jenkos. Actually, what I was wearing, hold on a minute. Let me go grab them real quick. This only take a second because this is a good part of the story. Just a second.
Okay.
Chris wears DC's and a chain wallet.
Hey, bro.
You said that dude
Don,
went ghost. I
Just
don't know who
because
he's
you
talking
hold this
about.
plaque
Yo.
doesn't mean anything, bro. It's okay. You don't know what that shit is. You don't know what that's all about.
Hats in ass kissing mode. Yeah, right? You can kiss some ass this. You get like this. Can't do that.
No doubt. That's pretty funny. I hadn't heard that one before, but that's funny. Okay, so I actually have them here, but I'll get to that in just a moment. So here's the situation. So I travel a lot for work. It's a weeknight, like Tuesday night or something. I'm down in the Kansas City area, and a bunch of people had said to me, like, asked me and I travel down there a lot. So this was just one of the trips to that area. But I had heard that this area that I was staying in was a bad part of town, although at the exit that I was at where the hotel was, it was right off the interstate. It was really nice right in that area. However, I later found out if you went one more exit to the east, it was like full on hood rat central, like, and it was just like a half a mile away. Anyway, so like
Jake's
3
in the
o'clock in the morning
house.
on a Tuesday, I wake up to me being on top of a guy. I had fallen asleep with the TV on, And so once I like come to realize that something has happened and I'm on top of this person, like there's just kind of the glow from the TV. And I look down, I'm like, what the fuck? And I kind of panic and I get up and I turn this lamp on and I turn around and look, and there's this little black dude that's just covered in blood all over the floor. And so at that point in time, I was just really angry and I stomped on his like abdomen area, either two and certainly broke ribs. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This dude had broken ribs from that. And then at that point I realized that I think maybe that this person. Oh, look at that. Right on, Jake.
Double ball sack.
Did it for you, bud.
So,
right.
So at that point, no worries. I freak out, like full on. I mean, I'm panicked. I think I'm going to prison. Like, I feel like I've just killed this person. And so I didn't know what else to do other than I just grabbed him by his legs. I mean, this guy hasn't moved, and I'm kind of just freaking out. I grab him by his legs and I drag him out into the hallway. Now, when I do that, I wear boxer briefs, and my wife, it's a long story, but I wear MeUndies.
In the house.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of MeUndies, but this is the exact pair
I have them
that
on
I had
right
on.
now.
This is the exact pair that I was wearing the night of the incident.
Went to get
and
those?
so
It's awesome.
So they're covered in Fruit Loops, and so I pull this dude out, by his ankles out into the hallway, and I turn and look, and there's this old group or this old couple that was across the hall from me, and they're standing in the hallway just staring at me, and here I am in these, just my fat ass with blood from like my eyebrows down to my belly button, just like smeared all over me. And I didn't realize I had blood all over me at that point because I didn't look in a mirror or anything, And so I go back in my room real quick, and that's when I saw all the blood. So I grab a towel and I like wipe myself off, and I put a shirt and shorts on. I go back out in the hallway, and in that amount of time, there are cops coming down the hallway, and I'm just panicked. Like I'm full on, because this dude's still laying on the ground. Like he looks dead at this point. Like I couldn't tell that he was breathing or not.
Wait, he woke up. Sorry, you woke up, you saw a dude covered in blood and then stomped on him.
No. So what happened in between? So that's what I remember, right?
Okay. Because I was like, wait.
In between the time of apparently from when I got out of bed to the time that I like started to come back to remember, I fucked this dude up real bad with some elbows, and because I had like teeth marks on my elbow and some scratches on my back, and the old couple across the hallway. No, I didn't go to sleep. No, I woke up. So this dude, here's the thing. I was asleep, right? This guy breaks into my hotel room. I came up out of bed, obviously tackled him to the ground. I don't remember any of that. Okay. So like I was asleep.
Okay. Now
by the time I come to realize what's happening, I'm on top of this guy on the floor.
Covered in blood.
For me, I don't remember before that moment.
And that's why you stomped on him. Got it.
Right. So, but for
it makes
years,
sense now.
Okay. For years, my kids and my wife have said, like, if I'm fall asleep in the chair, if like somebody comes up and touches me, like I come up like starting to swing and whatever, like, and there's, I guess, more backstory here. I used to actually fight mixed martial arts, so I'm not trying to act like I'm a badass or whatnot, but I do know some stuff, and I wrestled all through school and whatnot, and so just being a wrestling background from the time I was a little kid to, it doesn't surprise me that I would just take him down and shove some elbows down his throat. But anyway,
the cops show up. And you're freaking out, right?
I just at that point, like I'm seriously think this guy's dead. The old people across the hallway, like it was just really chaos for a little while. There's paramedics that come. They intubated him right there in the hallway. They're like shoving tubes down his throat and all that. And I mean, the whole time, like I wish like hell that the cops would have told me to calm down and relax, because like they took me in the manager's office and I had to give a written statement. And like, I mean, it was a big ordeal. And but the best part about the whole thing was the funniest thing that happened was, you know, they call in the manager of the hotel. She wasn't there when this all happened. She came in and we're watching their surveillance camera. And supposedly the kid that was working the front counter was asleep, or that's what he said. And it ended up turning out that the guy that broke into my room was actually either the friend or a boyfriend of one of the maids. So he had like a master key, and he knew, because this was like a Tuesday night, and the hotel wasn't sold out. There wasn't that many people at the hotel. This dude knew exactly what rooms to go into.
Right. He was looking for Spydercos.
Right. Well, he didn't get any of my shit because he would have had to go past my bed to get to where my shit was out on this table.
He didn't get any of your shit because he got fucking stomped.
He got fucking stomped. And the cop actually, it was actually a black cop. He came up to me and he like fist bumped me, and he said, "You fucked that little," and actually said the N-word. He's like, "You fucked that little nigger up," and I at that point that was when I kind of started to realize that maybe I wasn't going to be in trouble.
Right.
But the funniest thing about the whole deal was watching the surveillance video after the fact. And the dude, he actually got into my room. He went up to my door first, and you can see all this on video. He went up to my door, and I had the little thing, you know, the little walkover deal on the hotel door. I had that locked. And so he went to that door first and couldn't get in, but there was an adjoining room with no one in it.
Sorry. See that?
And what?
Plot twist. The guy was the weasel.
Yeah. Nice.
Sean, that was a good one, man.
So
sorry, good.
So the dude goes into the room next to mine, and he's in there for like there's a timer on the screen, and he's in there for like a minute and a half or something, and then he comes out, and he walks down the hallway a little ways, and then he comes back down there and goes into the room next to mine. And then you see nothing but the timer going on the screen for, I think it was like 14 or 17 minutes went by. Out of that time, I don't know how much he was actually in my room, but then that's when you see my door open up and my fat ass wearing freaking these underwear pull this dude out into the fucking hallway. And that was pretty comical. Like standing there in the manager's office with the cops watching that was pretty fucking epic. I wish I would have gotten a copy of the video. But
that's hilarious,
you know, and then that morning, like I called Molly as soon as the cops left, and I'm like, oh, you know, and I'm telling her the whole story and everything. And you know, as a little bit of time went on, I started to realize I was like, fucking old dad still fucking got it, you know. It'd been a while since I've been in a fight, so I was pretty jacked up at
that wasn't a fight, dude.
No.
That was an ass whooping.
The guy, I mean, honestly, I never saw him stand up, or not that I remember anyway.
Right.
But when they put him on the stretcher, like I would be shocked if this dude, I bet if he was 100 pounds, that's probably a lot, maybe 120. I mean,
he was probably a drug addict. Just trying to get
full on like a little crackhead, like
where were 5
foot, Kansas City.
Yeah, that makes
Kansas
sense.
City. Yeah.
Damn goddamn hillbillies in Kansas City. No,
that's right. Yeah, no, he wasn't a hillbilly. He was a hood rat.
We like a good story time here on Lefty Live, so we appreciate that, Justin.
So he kicks the shit out of guys in his sleep. I got it.
Yeah. Did you see that comment? He basically sleep. What did he say? He sleep killed that guy or some shit?
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, so he didn't die, but he was pretty fucked up apparently.
Teabagged. Did you teabag him? Did they have that on camera?
No.
You come out of the room dragging his ass in your boxers, and then you just kind of like
him.
Pop your balls out and just teabag him real quick.
No,
The
no, I didn't do
sleepwalking ninja assassin.
the.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. He basically sleep killed this guy.
I never really thought about it like that, but yeah,
I love it, John. That's so good.
it was. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was pretty jacked up for a while after that.
Oh,
for like,
dude, you were probably like, I still
like,
got it, baby. I still got it.
Yeah, yeah, I was like, fucking bring it, bitch. But yeah, I mean, truth be told, he was, like I'm 6'2" and weigh like 270. So this dude was like 5'2", like 100 pounds. And me dropping elbows on him,
yeah, that must have hurt.
on his back. It was real bad. I mean, the whole side of his face was sunken in. Guaranteed, he had a broken eye
The
socket.
crazy thing is, you didn't know you did it. That's what's crazy about. You don't remember actually kicking his ass, right?
I do not. No, the only thing I really remember was
I'll say this computer shit on him.
Yeah,
okay,
mine
Kyle.
did that earlier. It was weird.
We love you.
Yeah. Yeah. We gotta wrap this
the only
up
thing
anyway.
I remember is the stomping on him. Like I vividly remember that, and I remember feeling and hearing his ribs break.
Oh man, and enjoying it. Or?
Well, no, honestly, I mean, after the fact, I did, because once they pulled all the stolen shit, because he had been in several rooms before mine, so like we saw him running all on the surveillance cameras.
So you're also a fucking hero, like geez.
Yeah, all the other people got their shit back.
Nice.
He had several wallets and a bunch of money and jewelry and watches. He had been in like I don't even remember what it was now, like 12 rooms or something. Hell
I want to see your dick, dude.
It's got little fake. It's got fake jizz stains on it.
That's awesome.
Let me blow your dick up.
Microfiber.
Yeah,
Kyle,
those aren't fake.
Kyle Lanfear got this for me. It just showed up the other day with a note from him. He just sends me fucked up shit. Like fucking awesome.
Those stains aren't fake though.
Well, that's what I asked him that, and he was like, "Dude, are you sure?" He's like, "I got that brand new. Like, I'll talk to the guy if you think those are, And I was like, "Dude, I was joking. Like, it was a joke."
Right.
But like, yeah. So no, it's brand new, which is funny. But I don't know where I'll carry it. But that's so cool that he did that. That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
He's the one who sent me the fucked octopus too.
Fuck yeah!
Without the light in it.
Without the light in it. Nice.
The non-OCD for EDC version.
Right on. Well, I've got lights for them, so depending on the size of the one you have, it may or may not.
Did you stomp on his ribs, or did you crush the potato chips he stole?
No, he didn't have any potato chips. But yeah, he was. The dude seriously was in real bad shape.
Late night rate gone wrong. He reviewed the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Later, Tyler. Tyler can't handle this. Can't handle this.
Right
can't
on.
handle the ridiculousness. Oh, OCD for EDC Junior's gone.
Later, kid. Have a good night, man.
Like a fat chick in dodgeball. Kev's detent is out. That's funny. My poofa, or whatever they call it. All right, yeah. Let's close this down because my wife needs to not kill me, and I would prefer that. So
yeah, and my wife will want to go to bed, and
exactly.
I'm in the office right next to our bedroom, yelling, and
I'm in the office in our bedroom. So yours is a little better than mine, but. So what I would say is go buy a
she was yelling at me, but
I was like, what?
Couldn't hear.
I was like, who was it? I was like, is that my wife behind me? And I like turned around. Go buy a D10 Diva t-shirt. Go buy some CMEs on OCD for EDC.com. Go, I don't know what Chris is selling, but buy his shit too. And
I'll find shit for you guys to buy.
And we'll be back. We'll be back. Don't worry. I'll be back next Thursday. No on the edge. maybe John, Grateful Panic, will fill in for us and have a show for you guys. Yeah, that's really it. Justin, do you have anything you want to say? Or
no, man, it was a good time. Thanks for having me on. And if the guys decide that they want to do something on Saturday, let me know, and I'm sure we can. Molly and I'll participate in that if they want us to. So all
go
good,
on, Chris. Do it.
I'll get with Kyle. I'll get with Kyle and see if he wants to.
I think
Kyle.
I think the four of you could hold down a goddamn live show. Come on,
I
you
know
don't need
we
me
can.
for that.
I know we can. I'm worried about Kyle.
I know Molly and Justin can. So
yeah, fuck yeah, it's no big deal.
Kyle,
but I mean, you know,
Kyle
you guys
needs to show up.
Yeah,
we'll work it out.
I'll talk to Kyle.
Yeah, but
you get in there like swimwear.
Get in there like fuck you, beaches. Yeah. Beaches, is that your thing? Beaches?
No, that's Molly's deal.
Oh, that's her.
And I don't know. Bonjour, beaches.
Bonjour, beaches. All right, I'm trying to get on Molly's good side, so maybe that'll help. All right, we don't have Kyle here to do his stupid outro. Stay safe in this crazy world we're living in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace, guys. Thanks for coming. Love you.
Hey, guys.
Later on, guys. Thanks for having me.
Later. Yeah, later's probably better than all that shit.